Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report, and we are live. Coming up here on today's show, should the Silver and Black sign Ronnie Harrison? We're going to be looking at some Raiders training camp winners and losers so far. As always, if you want to get those questions, comments on the show, it's hashtag Raiders, or you can super chat. And then we got a Raiders Vikings Week 14 Madden simulation. It's kind of crazy. I was sitting here talking with Patrick Seatman. He's in for Jeremy Chugs today. And we looking at the schedule in this game, so technically Madden-wise, it's December 10th right now. Wild, wild stuff. So get those votes flowing in right now. The Raiders had a workout yesterday with Ronnie Harrison. My question to the nation is this: should the Silver and Black go out and sign him? Give me a Y for yes, or I want you to type your N for no. Ugh. I needed a drink before the show started, just a sip of water. Seeps over here in the background goes, dude, I did the short intro, not the long intro, so I wasn't ready to get it going. Throw some tomatoes at producer Seeps down in the chat. What up, LA Crash Dog? Juan Hernandez spamming his Y for yes. I got E-Rod, sucker free. That's my guy right there, sucker free. LA Crash Dog, that's my dude. Martin spamming his Y for yes. Josh, I see nothing but Y's for yeses right now down in the chat, and then Lost just put his tomatoes in the chat. I actually just put in the orders for Lost jersey and Sherry Lynn's jersey. Speaking of jersey giveaways, you know what, Seeps? Let's show the people our super chat menu today, and I'm going to keep it simple. If this is your first time watching / first time super chat, I'm going to put my drink up to you, and we're going to cheers, and cheers to the nation. Shout out to the legend John Scheffler, and because he was balling out the other day, if you send in a $20 super chat, you are entered to win a Raiders Report jersey like I am wearing right here. If you just want to go out and buy your own Raiders Report jersey, $500 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365, and it's yours. And then a $100 super chat, we're going to put you on the Boot Hall of Fame, but word on the street is there's another game, and Seeps is a Vikings fan. So this might get a little bit out of hand. What up, Rebel Montana? What's up, my guy? All right, Seeps, I hear you got a game for me.
I got a game for them. So obviously you guys had Roley and Trace fill in for Jeremy, and they actually took down a good amount of boots. I want to beat them, and I want to challenge the nation. Every 500 is a boot for me, and I'm trying to get to 4.1 boots and set the record here for producers filling in for Jeremy.
Wow. So what? Trace did 3.8 boots the other day. Roley did 4. So if you get 4 and then you take a sip, I guess that's 4.1. So we'll see what ends up going down today. Every time on today's show we hit 500 in supers, he's got to take down a boot. I don't know what's going to happen. You guys made Trizzy, we'll just call it, get a little sick the other day. So we'll see how Seeps ends up hanging out with the nation. But I also figured this was the perfect game for him to hang out with us because the Raiders are going up against the Minnesota Vikings in today's Week 14 Madden simulation. If you couldn't tell, he is a Vikings fan. He's from the Minnesota area, or at least up north. And then on top of that, he is the host of our Vikings channel. So
I'll say this.
What do you got?
Don't mean to cut you off, but I'm kind of in the competitive spirit right now, Mitch.
I'm listening.
If we get a 500, singular 500, I say we boot race. I say we race. Kick it off, Vikings, Raiders, Madden, Sim. I say we do it. You're a man of making deals. That's all I hear.
How about this then? If we get a 500 boot race, winner hits the gong.
Deal. I'm all in.
You're in?
I'm all in. I'm all in.
All right. We'll see how it ends up going down. Since we're in the competitive mood, let's talk about the quarterbacks. And before you even just pick one, this is the preface of it, because I think Cousins is the better QB.
Okay.
Game on the line. Big time playoff game. Which quarterback are you going with? Are you going with Garoppolo to win you a playoff game? Or are you going to go with Kirk Cousins to win you a playoff game? JG for Garoppolo, KC for Kirk Cousins. The talent-wise, it's easily Kirk.
It's Kirk, and I'm also taking Kirk because people forget Kirk set the record for most fourth quarter game winning drives last season with 8.
How'd that playoff game go, though?
That is a good point. It's a good point when the brights are the lightest.
I mean, I'll tell you this, and you and I have talked about it. I think I have earned so much more respect for Cousins after watching that quarterback thing.
I feel like a lot of people are in your same kind of boat there.
But if a game is a big game, God forbid if it's at night.
Yep.
I think I might roll with Garoppolo. Ron agrees with me. Jake agrees with me. Dino agrees with me. Ron agrees with me. And then Vic's spamming DC. I'll tell you what, I ain't taking DC. That I can guarantee you.
I'm not taking DC either.
We got Abel for Super Chat of today's show, minus Rebel Montana. Chugs is on vacation. So this is the time of the year where we usually tell people, hey, if you can, take a few days off. Because once the football season really gets going, it's every day. We're in here, we're grinding it out. So if you guys haven't, tweet at Chugs, tell him hopefully he's enjoying his vacation. But that's where he's at right now. Rebel Montana, what's up, my guy? All right, here's a question. I'm a fan of Pokemon. If you give Rebel Montana's picture a Firestone, what does he turn into?
Flareon.
That's my guy right there.
Dude. Come on.
That's my guy right there.
Come on.
What do you got for me? Jolty Honored Bust. I'm with you on that one. All right, let's go to Nar Shredder. Mick Zieg seems real concerned about cornerback and linebacker. We're okay at corner, in my opinion. More so need help at defensive tackle. Why are we not working out DTs? Time is of the essence. I think the way that they're looking at this, which I actually don't think that they're all that concerned with their cornerback room. From everything I hear is they really like the competition going on right now, and they like the depth there so much so that they might even keep 7 corners. Definitely something to look at. I agree that their linebacker room is scaring them a little bit, and it's one of the reasons why you've seen some of the workouts that you have seen over the past week or so, /signings. Defensive tackle will still be, though, a room that I can't quite get my head around because this is one of the worst defensive tackle units in the National Football League, but it's sooner rather than later. It's time to put up or shut up, and hopefully this season they end up putting up. All right, we got our first person entered in our jersey raffle, so if it lands on LA Crash Dog, LA, you get yourself a brand new Raiders Report jersey. If you don't know the deal, every single $20 super chat that we get, you in. Then at the very end of today's show, we're going to spin the wheel, and the jersey is courtesy of John Scheffler. So for those of you that do not know, that's the deals going on right now. All right, LA Crash Dog, I think a Semper Fi jersey would be a good addition. I'm in. Raider Nation for life, Real One for life, Semper Fi. So if you win, you're getting a Semper Fi. I dig it. I like it. I mean, there's some people out there. Rebels got like 4 freaking jerseys. I mean, technically, some of these other guys like Tre'von and them, they could have more, but they have donated jerseys to some other people. I think a Semper Fi would be pretty dope. The question is, what number would you do? Let's go to Dylan Erickson. What's worse, Trent Brown's work ethic as a Raider? Oh, my Lord. Or listening to McDaniels say 500 times at a press conference. The ums don't bother me as much as the you-knows. Josh McDaniels leads the league in you-knows. And if you haven't noticed that yet, I'm a big fan of How I Met Your Mother, and there's like that one episode where you find something out that somebody does, and it's like, it's glass shattering. The only thing I can hear anymore when McDaniels is up at a press conference is you know. No, Josh, we don't know. That's why the question was asked. You know? It drives me, insane. Oh, boy. Seeps, I see something on my screen here. Talk to me a little bit. What is this?
Well, we're closing in. I mean, you guys are off to a hot start, but I got a ton of challenges for you guys today. I actually got a total of 8.
8 challenges.
Every $250, I'll unleash a new challenge to Raider Nation, because I've heard big things. You know, I'll do some producing for our Knicks channel here and there, and you know, we've had some battles with you guys.
We've had some battles.
So I'm kind of hoping you guys live up to the hype, live up to the expectations here. But the first 250, this is the first challenge. Seats challenge number 1. If we get to 250, this comes off. We'll start it there.
My question is, what goes on?
It's up to you guys.
It's up to them.
Guys. Hey, I think it's challenge number 4 or 5. Maybe I put some Raiders gear on. Who knows?
All right. Hey, we'll have to see how it goes. But right now we're about 210 for making this guy over here take off that frickin' Vikings polo. I had to make some deals in order to get him on the show because, again, I don't got my guy Chugs, and we're a little bit short-handed here at Chat Sports. So I was like, Seeps, I need you to produce on Thursday. He said, one condition, I'm wearing my Vikings polo.
Had to.
Had
Especially
to do
it's
it.
game day, man.
I know. I mean, it's game day. Football's back. I know the NFL Hall of Fame game's tonight, which is, it's kind of football, but I'll take a little bit of football.
Raiders, Vikings, and Madden is more football than the Hall of Fame game.
You think?
That's what I think.
See, the way I look at it, a little bit of football is like a little bit of sex. I'll take it.
Yeah. It's like bad pizza.
Right. I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. All right, predict the score. Get them in right now. Minnesota Vikings, Las Vegas Raiders. And funny, Chugs messaged Seeps and I early today, and we had to give our score predictions. I went 27-24. I think you went 31-27.
31-27, yeah.
So both of us took the Raiders to score 27, which I thought was funny.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even realize
and
that.
then
I think it's going to be a shootout.
You just took an extra touchdown in there. I would anticipate a shootout as well.
Yeah.
Is Paul Gunther still with Minnesota?
No.
No?
No.
That's too bad, because then it definitely would have been a shootout. I know. I thought it was funny last year. I have some of my friends, and my Uncle Steve, he's a big-time Viking fan. He's going to be watching today's live show. He was like, I can't figure out why the Vikings defense is so bad. I'm like, I could tell you. Paul Gunther sucks. Dude's trash, man. All right, let's get those votes in. Remember, if you guess the score correctly with a super chat at the very end of the show, we got to do a beer bong, so keep that in mind. If you send in a $50 super chat, you pull a Patrick B, and you guess it correct, then it is a beer boot at the end of today's show. So get those score predictions in. I got Queen Sarah Otto, 22-18. Scott Matz, 28-21 Raiders. Ron C, 27-20. Jake Schaefer, 35-28. Mark Tierney, 29-11. Vikings get the win. That might be one of the weirdest scores predictions I have ever seen.
I wonder if that would be scorigami. I wonder if that's ever happened. 29-11.
What is scorigami?
Scorigami is a score that has never happened in a game before in the NFL.
I don't know if I've ever heard that term.
Yeah, great Twitter account.
Scorigami. I don't follow Scorigami.
Gotta get on it.
It's probably easier to find than Seeps on Twitter, but
100%.
100%. Terrence Miner, 6-3. Kenneth Nixon, 28-14. 31-30 from Jake Peters. Then BD says 28-21. Raiders get the win. All right, y'all, we got 400 people watching. Chugs isn't here, but he would be really upset right now with all y'all. We only got 83 likes on the video, so how about this? As soon as we get to 100 likes, we are then going to get into the latest around Ronnie Harrison and his visit with the Las Vegas Raiders. Does that sound like a deal to you?
That's a deal to me.
All right, Seeps is giving me the thumbs up, so as soon as we hit 100 likes, I see 99 on screen. Who's going to be like 100? If you haven't already, hit that like button. Who's it going to be? We got 400 people watching. All right, we got there. Shout out to all the real ones out there. If you missed the news around Ronnie Harrison yesterday, I'll talk about it a little bit. Had enough people ask me, hey, Mitch, should the Raiders go out and sign him, this and that. We'll talk about all of that. And then I'm going to get into some Raiders training camp winners and losers. And then it's time for Raiders, Vikings, Week 14 simulation. Let me get one more sip here. And then I think we're ready to get this thing going. Mace G, can a fellow Raider fan get a shout-out? Hell yeah, my guy. You can absolutely get a shout-out. Are we good? He's giving me a thumbs up. Coming up right now, the latest on Ronnie Harrison. If you don't subscribe to the Raiders Report, then you eat corn the long way without butter. So hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. That way you never miss anything going on around the Raiders. Raider Nation, what's going on? Today's show presented by Manscaped. If you want your girl to eat your corn cob the long way, head on over to manscaped.com. Use code Raiders for 20% off and get free shipping on the best male grooming products out there. Let's talk about Ronnie Harrison because he was in Las Vegas yesterday for a visit during the Raiders practice. And anytime big time or we'll say notable names step in for a tryout, it's definitely worth watching, right? We had Jalen Smith, the former Dallas Cowboy linebacker, and now you got Ronnie Harrison, the former Jacksonville Jaguar, Cleveland Browns strong safety. He's been in the NFL for 5 years, and he was an early round draft pick coming out of Alabama. And anytime that you can find a player that's got the amount of playing experience that he's going to be able to bring to the table, it is always an intriguing option at this point of the season. He's played in 67 games from a professional standpoint, starting in 45 of them. So when he came in for the visit on Wednesday, I really wanted to be able to make a video yesterday. Unfortunately, basically, we got 3 producers out on vacation, so we had to make do with what we had. So I was excited that I got to talk about it today. But if you were wondering if the Raiders should or should not sign him, I will be giving my answer here in just a little bit. Over the last 4 seasons, the last 2 with Cleveland, his first 2 seasons are with Jacksonville, then the last 3 that you see on screen are with the Cleveland Browns. In 2022, in 16 games played, 5 starts, 24 tackles, a tackle for loss, a pass breakup, and 0 INTs. I'll be honest with y'all. He has lost snaps every single year over the past 3 with Cleveland. And it's more because he's more of a run stopper than he is in coverage. And according to PFF last season, Ronnie Harrison had an overall grade of 46.0, a run defense grade of 48.1, a pass rushing grade of 61.4, and then a coverage grade of 45.6. In 2021, he was a little bit better. The overall grade of 60.8, the run defense grade of 78.3, the pass rush grade of 58.2, the coverage grade of 54.5. So when I was on this show earlier live, I asked you guys this question. And for those of you who didn't watch it live, it's all good. We're going live every single Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday in the month of August. At least that's the plan right now. It could switch up. I don't know. Also, I look at the live poll right now. 72% say yes. Well, guess what? If you don't watch this live, this is going to be the pinned comment on today's show. You're about to get hit with a YouTube ad break, so I want you to scroll on down right now and let me know, should the Raiders sign Ronnie Harrison? Yes or no? My vote is yes. And I'm not sitting up here saying that Harrison's going to make the 53-man roster. I'm not sitting up here saying that he's a lock to start. I'm on the boat now when I see what McDaniels, Ziegler, even like Patrick Graham and what they're saying in terms of competition. Ronnie Harrison's going to be bringing more competition to that safety room. He's going to be bringing a lot more fire to the defense overall. And a lot of the reports right now from the defense, it's a lot of good news, right? There's a lot of fire. There's a lot of competition. And the more and more that you can bring to that, I am all on board with this Raiders defense needing that. The other reason why I like his ability, and if he would be on this team, he would be a strong safety. I actually don't think it impacts Marcus Epps, even though he is a strong safety. They brought in Epps for a reason. Epps is the guy. Moehrig is the guy that I do think that Harrison could potentially compete with, and he's also going to be competing with Isaiah Pola-Mao. Let's just say, though, he does make the 53-man. The bottom roster for that 53-man, and what do I mean by that? Let's say you lay out the players that you're going to end up keeping. Let's talk about those maybe like bubble roster, your final 5 guys that could make it. I could see Harrison being one of those players, and if you also have the ability to play special teams, that can give you the notch above other players. Think of Ronnie Harrison as a better version than Roderic Teamer, right? Like if that's kind of the way some Raider fans can look at it. And he played 153 snaps last season with Cleveland on special teams. That has a lot of value with McMahon, the Raiders special teams coach. Also has a lot of value with your head coach in Josh McDaniels. Coming up here on the Raiders Report, what role would Harrison play for the Silver and Black? Because I've seen some people say, oh, he can play defensive back. Oh, well, this would take away Moehrig's role. Well, Moehrig's a free safety. I believe that he's a strong safety. I'm going to tell you exactly the role that Harrison would play for the Raiders. But before I do, shout out to Manscaped. In fact, if you got a pair of balls on you, spam balls right now down in the chat, and I'm going to show this to Manscaped. I'm going to be like, yeah, Raider Nation goes balls to the walls. And if you're trying to put your balls on some walls, I don't know, we're going to go with it. Go to manscaped.com, 20% off and free shipping. If you're going to do that, they might as well look good while you're doing it. You can get your hands on the Lawnmower 4.0. The top thing that I love right now in terms of what I would give somebody for a gift, a Father's Day item. I'm getting married in 2 years from now, so if you want to get me an early Bachelor's Day gift, hey, the performance package is the way to go, and Alex would probably appreciate it as well. You get ball toner, you get ball deodorant. The Weed Whacker also comes in there, which is for your nose hairs. It's not for anything else besides that. You're going to get the most comfortable boxers on the market, and then you can get all of this for $103.99. Link's going to be available for you guys down in the comments and in the description of today's show. Shout out to all the ballsy ones out there, and shout out to Manscaped for sponsoring the Raiders Report. So what role would Harrison play for the Silver and Black? This team has been looking for a hybrid safety on the defensive side of the football for, I feel like, as long as I have been covering this team. And it's not so much just a Patrick Graham thing, it's just the way that the NFL is starting to trend. And now you guys remember the name Tanner Muse? Linebacker, strong safety. Divine Deablo, linebacker, strong safety. Well, Patrick Graham has kind of found a certain role in his defenses where he likes to find a certain guy that can play up near the box, that can play linebacker, that can play a little bit of strong safety, that if need be can play corner/defensive back. And Graham has tried to find this player in every single defense that he has been a part of, especially when he's been a defensive coordinator. The top name that pops into my head is Jabril Peppers. Jabril Peppers was a hell of a player when he first came out of Michigan. Then, maybe struggled his first year or two, but really found his own in Graham's system, especially in 2020. And when you look at the 2020 PFF grades, a 64.7 overall, a run defense grade of 71.8, a pass rush grade of 76.3, and then a coverage grade of 57.2. Is Harrison similar to Peppers? Yes and no in certain aspects, but I really think it's that role. It's the role of, can I use this guy in a bunch of different packages? Can I use this player in a versatility setting? And I do think that we have already seen Graham try to find his Jabril Peppers replacement. He tried it last season with Jonathan Abram to start the year. Abram just was so bad in coverage that it couldn't work out. I'll admit, and I think people who legitimately watched the Raiders early on can honestly say that the first 2 games, I was like, holy shit, is Abram about to put this thing together? The answer was no, but I really thought that, all right, we got a guy who can tackle, right? Good tackler, kind of plays balls to the walls a little bit. Shout out to Manscaped. Not afraid to get after the quarterback, but as a liability in coverage. That's Jonathan Abram. That's Jabril Peppers. That's what Ronnie Harrison is. My other question is it Isaiah Pola-Mao? Because early reports out of camp are, and this is something that we've talked about for months at this point, that they wanted Pola-Mao to put on a little extra weight, and he has. He's put on about 10 pounds of muscle, so he's sitting somewhere in the 220s as it stands right now. But they wanted the strong safety out of USC, who was a UDFA, to bulk up a little bit and play linebacker. Why? They're looking for that hybrid role. So Marcus Epps is the next guy that's going to be your starting safety. Epps will be him. He will be a player on your defense that I'm going to project that has over 900 snaps this upcoming season. Deron Harmon last season led the Raiders in snaps on defense, minus Maxx Crosby, I want to say with 1,087. Epps is going to be up there. But realistically, Ronnie Harrison is not replacing Epps. Isaiah Pola-Mao, not replacing Epps. It's finding somebody that if they want to be able to put out there in we'll call it a dime package, if you will, where they don't want to put 3 linebackers out there, but they want to have 4 cornerbacks out there. Well, you could have a Marcus Epps. You could have a Tre'von Moehrig. And then you could also put somebody like Ronnie Harrison near the box that also has the ability to cover better than a linebacker, especially against tight ends and especially against the running back spot. So what exactly is Graham looking for? He's looking for a player that can probably play all 3 of these roles, linebacker, strong safety, where you can give the defense a few different looks. He's looking for maybe his next Jabril Peppers, a better version of Jonathan Abram, a Pola-Mao, Marcus Epps, I think all fit into this player mold of really tenacious player that can play up near the box, that's a good run stopper, that's a good athlete, but it's tough to find them certain roles in the NFL because, let's face it, coverage is their probably worst attribute. But let's play a game here because these are the type of things that I like to do in my head, and these are the type of conversations that I like to have with my friends. Over the weekend, when I was hanging out with Graphic Raider, man, we were talking about all this kind of stuff, and those are the types of conversations that I'm blessed to have, but I wanted to make this show so we could have those conversations, so y'all could have those conversations down in the comments. So let's just say this right now. You, me, Dave Ziegler, Josh McDaniels are sitting in a room with Isaiah Pola-Mao and Ronnie Harrison. We got one spot left on this 53-man roster. Who are you keeping? Are you going to keep Pola-Mao in a second year in the Patrick Graham system, the UDFA out of USC? Then type 20. Or are you going to go with the free agent who has previously played with Jacksonville, Cleveland, came from Alabama, and had a visit with the Raiders? Who are you going to go with? 20 for Pola-Mao, type 33 for Ronnie Harrison. Even though I would like the idea of bringing Harrison in for that competition aspect, it is training camp after all. I would like to be able to see what he could do even from a preseason standpoint. I kind of wish I would have brought up this example a little bit before. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Carl Joseph. Remember how excited we were when Carl Joseph signed a few years ago and didn't make the team? I think that's actually a pretty damn good comp. But the reason why I'm going to go with Pola-Mao over Ronnie Harrison is because he's younger. I like that. He's going to be cheaper. All right, now you're speaking my language. And he's better in coverage. I will take a risk on a player that's better in coverage compared to being better at stopping the run. Also, when you see upside, and I'm not saying Ronnie Harrison right now, like in terms of who's the better player right now, it's probably neck and neck. But I don't think Harrison's getting any better. And in fact, the trends are telling me that he's going to be getting worse because over the past 3 seasons, he's gotten worse. Where, if I can get an Isaiah Pola-Mao and the player that he kind of reminds me of from a Raiders UDFA standpoint, not in the sense of their talent, but their mindset, is a Nicholas Morrow, where Nicholas Morrow got better year after year after year after year. He was not the most talented player, but he put in the time and the effort. One of the things that this coaching staff continues to talk about with Pola-Mao is he's gotten a lot better than last season. And he made the 53 last season. So if he gets better and better and better and better, I do think 2 years from now, we could be sitting back being like, Isaiah Pola-Mao, maybe a little bit of Chris Smith in that back end. I'll tell you what, I think that sounds like one hell of a team. I appreciate everyone that tuned into today's show, and I hope that y'all watch a little bit of football tonight because I get it, it's the Hall of Fame game. But the Raiders were in the Hall of Fame game last season. My question to you is this. Will you be watching the Hall of Fame game tonight? Type W for watch, or if you're not gonna, hey, it's your decision. Type H for hell no. I'm going to be typing my W for watch because I am excited for football to be back. And I think the Hall of Fame game is a lot like sex. Football's back. Even like bad sex is still pretty good sex. And I don't think anybody here watching right now would turn it down. So I'm going to be tuning into the Hall of Fame game. But if you also need another outlet to watch this, we are having a watch party on our Browns channel here at Chat Sports. My guy Matthew Peterson's going to be having one hell of a watch party. A lot of deals. The dude drinks out of a dog bowl, for goodness sake. Hopefully you go over there, tune in, make that show crazy, and have some fun with them, because I know one thing. Petey would definitely appreciate it. That's all the time I got for you guys today. Ronnie Harrison, if he does end up signing with the Raiders, will probably be going live here on the channel. You'll definitely get a video. But even though I'm excited about him, I still like Isaiah Pola-Mao more than Ronnie Harrison. All right, next question coming in here from Seeps. Who's going to have more wins in 2023? Is it going to be the Minnesota Vikings, or is it going to be the Las Vegas Raiders?
You already know what I'm saying. The Vikings.
I mean, if I was a betting man, I would bet on Minnesota as well because they're also in an easier division.
Yeah. Oh, way easier. You guys have a gauntlet this year.
No, I mean, I was going through our schedule, and he's like, wow, that's a really, really difficult schedule.
Yep.
However, though, if there was a team that could have the most regression this upcoming season, I think it could be Minnesota, Seeps.
Hey, 11-0 in one-score games is going to be tough to replicate. So.
And the Raiders blowing 5 double-digit leads.
Yeah. It could be just coming back to the
We could
mean.
absolutely be switching it up. Get those votes in. I'll be giving some shout-outs here. I see Steven, Vic, Robert, L.A., all spamming LV, which you know what? I appreciate, guys. That means you're really sticking to your guns here. Got a super chat coming in here from Jeremy Chugs. How much for a Seeps boot or to wear a Raiders jersey? So here's the funny thing, Chugs. We said every 500 we get, Seeps will do a boot. So how about this? If we get to 500, How about we do the challenge of if we get to 500, you take off that polo,
Okay.
and you do your first boot.
Let's do it.
Once we get to 500, Seeps is going to take off that polo, and he's going to do his first boot. If somebody has the cojones to just send in a $500 super or a $500 Venmo, Seeps and I are going to do a boot race, and winner gets to hit the gong.
Let's do it. Oh, God, I want to do it. I haven't hit it yet. I want somebody to give me the opportunity here.
Oh, dude, I'm a little bit worried about it. I'm not going to lie. Because Seeps can chug a boot. Pound for pound, I'll always take myself. But chugging, some of these younger guys, man, they open the throat a little bit better. It's just the way that it goes. All right, y'all, we got 440 people watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. And today's Super Chat menu is this. I'm actually kind of surprised that right now only LA Crash Dog is entered to win a Raiders Report jersey raffle. If we entered the show right now, it would go to LA Crash Dog. So, I mean, this is crazy. So the other show that we did, Scheffler donated a Raiders Report jersey. And if you don't know what a Raiders Report jersey is, it's the jersey that I am wearing right now here on screen. So Wild One, he got his name and number. If you get yours, it'll be your name, your number. I'll wear it up here on the show. And if I'm wearing it on the show and you send in a $100 super chat, it's an automatic boot. So keep that in mind. So every 20, you get entered for a chance to win. $100 super chat, we put you on the Boot Hall of Fame. And then every 250 we get, Seeps has got to do something.
Yep.
So right now we are about 200 away from Seeps taking off that frickin' Vikings polo.
So I didn't know Raiders fans just like seeing Vikings gear.
I'm actually surprised. If you would have told me that polo would be on for 30 minutes, I would have said no way.
I thought it was going to be the first 10 knowing Raider Nation. I thought I had to be shirtless.
I was worried. I'm not going to lie. I actually think I want you to be shirtless.
You want me to be shirtless?
You got to take off the polo, and then we got to get you to the 500 to get the Raiders jersey.
Let's do that.
Yeah?
Let's do that.
Hey, we'll see how it ends up going down, man. What up, Rudy? What up, Gerald? What up, Juan Hernandez? I got Ed also in the chat. And then LA Crash Dog, El Loco Uno. Man, we got a Chargers fan in the chat. I don't know why he's here right now, but can we get rid of him? What do you say?
Herbie the GOAT, this guy?
Yeah, imagine thinking. I think Justin Herbert is an unbelievably talented quarterback.
Yeah.
But game on the line, I don't know, man.
I mean, the dude blew a 29-0 lead. People forget about that.
Imagine getting paid as much money as he did in the last time he was on the field. Was it 29 points?
It was 29-0 at half.
I couldn't remember if it was 29-0 or 27. I just remember Chugs and I, we did a watch party for that playoff game. And I remember being like, dude, this sucks.
Yeah.
Like the chat, if anybody was a part of that watch party, type me down there so I know who was rocking with us. But, you're on the Raiders Report. You're doing a watch party, and the Chargers are up 29-0. I just remember being like, this was a bad idea.
Or maybe it was 27.
I don't remember what it was. It was unbelievable.
Yes. And he blew that lead.
Dude, okay, it was 27.
Yeah, I was going to say 29.
29 was
obscure score.
That's the origami.
Yeah, the scoregami.
Yeah, something about origami. What up, Knee Green? What up, JJ fan? Vic Sacramento. I got Jaime Alvarado Sr. JJ fan super chat sent one in, which I think you'd like JJ super chat if you haven't seen it already.
Let me see this. Oh my God.
So I love people that stick to a bit.
Is this his bit?
This is his bit.
This is what every team you play?
Every team we play, corn the long way. Which I actually think that this logo for the Vikings looks better.
Yeah, you think so? The corn thing. Could you imagine if I just had it on the polo right here, just corn right there?
I don't mind it, man. I don't mind it. Yeah, Scheffler. I don't know, dude. It doesn't look like too many people are interested in the Raiders Report jersey right now. I mean, it might pick up once the game gets going. But remember, $20 super chat, and you get your very own Raiders Report jersey. What up, crazy guy? You're entered for a chance to win. Martin Zalesbo, Juan Hernandez, and I see some FLA season there from Vic Sacramento. We will be doing another jersey raffle tomorrow on the show. That one's either courtesy of Tre'von or Zon. I got like a whole schedule because we got a lot of jersey raffles to do over the next few weeks and some of the preseason games as well. We'll probably have a jersey raffle almost every single Raiders preseason game, which it's kind of crazy to imagine the fact that preseason football is already here.
Crazy.
Like, the fact that it's August, the fact that preseason football is here, man, I can't freaking wait. Ira Jackson!
Let's go.
I'm in. So
Let's
I just ordered Ira's jersey I want to say like a week ago, Ira, and it's kind of funny. Our provider that makes the jerseys for us said that we have ordered so many that they're like, hey, it might take us like an extra week or two because of the amount of jerseys that you've sent in. But
And I'm back ordered.
I mean, they know. I mean, I told them about like what we try to do. And I just said, get ready for the regular season, because during the regular season, it's going to be even crazier. But Ira Jackson, he's in. Right now, only 2 people are in.
Listen, if you send a $20 super chat in right now, you got a third of a chance, or 33% chance to get it.
The jerseys go for $500 a pop.
Let's go.
Scheffler said, go get those 20 super chats going. I mean, if you don't want to do it for me, do it for Chef, because Chef did donate a jersey, and I just think that's what Chef did it for a good cause, man. Chef did it for a good cause. Ira Jackson, cheers to you, my dude.
Shout out to Ira.
All right, my guy. This is what I want to do here. I want to get into the Raiders training camp winners and losers, and then I want to get this thing going. I want to get turned up here a little bit. I really wanted to let my hair down on a Thursday. Now, I know tomorrow is going to be wild. Fridays are always wild. And I know the preseason is going to be wild. Mudville Raider wins the raffle at the end of today's show. After the Madden sim, that's when the raffle will be. And even if you're not here watching, we'll still be able to probably, I'll put it up on the show who ends up winning, and then you'll have a certain amount of time to contact me and figure out a way to get the jersey. Tano Raider 16, I'm in. And also he's going to go with the Raiders 23-21. So Tano, that's a really smart super chat, because if the score ends up being 23-21, that's a beer. It's a beer bong. Also, did you see this tattoo? Holy shit, now they're coming in.
That's sick.
Raiders report tattoo from Tano Raider. It doesn't get much better than that, if you ask me. It does not get much better than that. Tano Raider.
Real one.
You in. Let's go to another one coming in here from L Raider 88. Hey, Mitch, today's my brother's B-Day. I want to wish him a happy, dirty 30th B-Day. He's a big Raiders fan as well. Going to get him messed up tonight after work, huh? Happy birthday, Jason, and can I get a Raiders? L Raider _ 88, man. Cheers to you. Cheers to your brother. I think that's really freaking cool. Make sure he goes out, get him a few tequila shots. This is the shot I used to always get people on their. Do you remember the very first shot you got on your 21st birthday?
Fireball.
Fireball?
Yeah, funny enough, it was Fireball.
My first drink I ever got, which I'll never forget, was from a total stranger at the bar. Found out he was like, oh, you're 21 today? Don't know his name. No idea. It was called a liquid marijuana shot. It was delicious. It looked like fluorescent green. And then my buddy shows up. Yeah, everybody spam HBD to Jason. Shows up with this app. And it literally's got like 4 different menus on it. And it's like good shot, uses a different word to describe a cat. And then it's like a different kind of shot level. And then it's like death shot.
Okay.
And you could pick how strong of a shot you wanted. And you'd click on it. And it would spin this literally giant wheel. And whatever it landed on, you'd show the bartender. And she would try to make it for you.
Okay.
So I got a shot. I think it was the five J's is what it was called. It was like Jameson, Jose.
Jack.
Dude, it was awful.
Oh, God.
It put my dick in the dirt. I mean, it was so bad. So bad. But that's what I think of. You got to get him one of those shots, though,
yeah.
L Raider. Let's go to Lost. 26-20 Raiders. Can't wait to see that number 98. It's going to look good. I couldn't believe that we probably have like 35 jerseys at this point. Probably got about 35 jerseys at this point. Couldn't believe that 98 was still available.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, if you were to tell me the top numbers that I would choose if I were to do, like, a Raiders Report jersey, 98, 00, 75, 24, and 4, just to piss you guys off. Cheers to Lost the Tins. Let's go to John Scheffler. Today's jersey is courtesy of Mr. Scheffler. Don't make me win my own jersey giveaway because I'll donate it to Alex to Mitch to wear on the show. I mean, Scheffler did message me about getting a Raiders Report jersey for Alex, which I think if I got her one, I would just make her wear it. So unless I could get a jersey that fits her, and I'll try to wear it on the show. It'd be kind of like the old Zeke jersey, a little bit of a crop top there. But Chef, hey, we're raffling it off, my guy. I think at the end of the day, no matter what you did for the nation was really freaking awesome. Patrick B says, how much till 250? Patrick, we are 120 from 250. Patrick B, I'm going to make you a deal. If you send in a $120 super chat, we're taking off that stupid freaking shirt.
It looks so good. It looks so good.
And I'm finishing my beer. Do we have a deal? Spam Patrick B right now, and I want all y'all to spam John Scheffler.
Great name, Patrick B. Great name.
Patrick B.
Good name.
Trying to think here. Yeah, his last name. I can never pronounce Patrick's last name. It does start with a B. I'm not going to say it on screen because I don't want to give away his identity because he's an important man, Mr. Patrick B. Tano Raider, John, bang. Martin, bang. Robert Jansen, can I get a bang here? Coming up here in just a second, we're going to get into our Raiders training camp winners and losers, and it looks like Roger Goodell's back. Can we get rid of Roger Goodell, for the love of God? I think I got him. Yep, he's gone. He's gone. What up, Raider B-Dog? What up, diehard Raider fan? Zalesbo. L.A. Crash Dog got his score prediction in. Now, Patrick B, we are exactly 100 away.
Let's go.
Exactly 100 away. 27-24. So we got the same score prediction here, L.A. and I. Do we have an updated jersey graphic? What numbers are still available? Let's get that jersey on Seeps. Raider Nation for life, Real One for life, Semper Fi. I mean, do we have an updated graphic yet? The answer to that is no. My boss doesn't work today or tomorrow. And the good problem that we have right now is we just have so many people getting jerseys that every time the graphic is updated, it's not updated. So we haven't updated it probably like in a week or so, but I'll try to get him to have it updated by the Raiders preseason game against the Niners. And I'll tell you this right now. The Raiders preseason game against the Niners is going to be wild. We got some awesome giveaways, got some awesome raffle things, and of course we're going to be battling our 49ers channel here at Chat Sports. So it's going to be wild. Schmeck, yes, I am going to be watching Jets-Browns. It's football after all. You got to be watching football, man. There's no doubt about it. Oh, boy. Hang on. Seeps.
Oh, no.
Can you guys start spamming Patrick B? Mount Raider More legend Patrick B. Coming out, guns a-blazing. Let's get some Patrick B's in the chat. Robert Jansen, L.A. Crash Dog, Jaime Alvarado, Martin, because this one's rolling in from Patrick B. Bang! And good news.
All right.
Take off that freaking polo.
All right, let's get it,
Which
Patrick
means
B.
we are 150 away from Patrick's very first boot here on the Raiders Report. First boot from Seeps on the Raiders Report. I got to add Patrick real quick here to the Hall of Fame. Oh, man. Mr. B. Mr. B. 150 away. Oh, no. Oh, Roger Goodell's back. Also, I'm pretty sure when you took your shirt off, I couldn't tell if you had green on or if you were just that clear. See-through. See-through. Oh, man. Oh! John Scheffler! Bang! I'm going with the Raiders' first Super Bowl win against the Vikings.
Oh, that would be awesome.
32-14 Raiders.
Let's go.
Seep needs a boot now. So here's the thing. We are 32 away from Seep's first boot. Super chat coming in here from Brandon Jasper. I also got to finish my beer, so give me 1 second.
Welcome to the raffle, Brandon. It's starting to fill up.
Also, put Chef in there for his own raffle.
Chef's going in there.
Chef's going to go in there. And, Chef, if it lands on you, I think it's just destiny. You can either keep it or you can pick somebody. Oh, boy. Well, it's boot time.
Let's do it.
Or, Chef, then you can just pick somebody that gets it. Brandon Jasper, 20-10, and a locals for the best content, personal interaction, weekly pick'em, seasonal, and more live shows. You know what, Brandon? I'm feeling a little bit frisky right now. I'm feeling a little bit frisky. If you want a tuna clock right now, spam tuna. If you want a tuna clock, spam tuna right now. Super chat coming in from Patrick B. If it is 30-23, that's a boot. Oh, man. Patrick B, today's MVP, always ready to get the party started. Crazy guy spamming tuna. JJ Wiggly spamming tuna. I don't know if you guys just heard the crack. Looks like Seeps has got some happy dads here. Though I told Seeps he could handle the happy dads. I got to do Trulies today because we don't have enough for both of us to do happy dads. Brandon Jasper says done and done for tuna clock. Lemon Lime, first boot of the day for Seeps. Now remember, Rolly did 4. Trace did 3.8. He's going for 4.1 today. So you held up a 5. You held up a 5. All right. We might have to make some deals then. Here we go. Let's see what the time is. I'm also really going to save up for that double boot race because if it was fair, first boot versus first boot, he might get me. If it's his third boot and my first boot, I like my chances. What up, Martin? What up, AP? What up, Robert? Vic Sacramento. Come on. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Nice. 1 is already down. Vic, I mean, I'll tell you this. If you haven't had Happy Dad, it does go down like water. Like, 1 beer goes down a lot easier. I was with, in Vegas, it was like Killer Cruz and I, Chugs. That's what we drink because it is a lot easier to chug. You got to try it. You got to try it. No doubt about it. We got 430 people watching. Brandon Jasper wants a tuna clock. So I figured this is the way that I'm going to do the tuna clock. It's going to be this. I'm going to put 2 minutes on the clock right now. Okay? 2 minutes on the clock right now. Every single $20 super chat that we get, not only am I going to do a shot of Fireball, but you're also in. Oh, now you're just trolling.
What up, y'all? How you guys doing? You guys like the Vikings hat? We got more games. I got more stuff here. I'm keeping this on. I don't think Raider Nation likes it.
So I
don't think they like it.
Isn't that your MVP thing?
It is.
So we do boots. He does the Vikings helmet. All right.
We got the helmet.
Girl dad says go away. All right, I forgot to hit start, so now we are officially getting this thing started. Every $20 super chat, shot a fireball, and you're also entered to win our Raiders Report raffle jersey, courtesy of Mr. John Scheffler.
I will say the one thing about the Happy Dad boots, it's the carbonation compared to just going straight beer. That's the only thing.
Oh, it's great, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, I think since I've been introduced to Happy Dads, when people come over and, like, I know we're going to be putting some drinks away, Happy Dad's the way to go. Electrolytes, I've been trying to get a hold of them to be a sponsor here because I think it would be a match made in heaven. But, hey, it's only a matter of time. Yeah, I think I hear the echo in my ear, too. I think it's fixed now.
Okay.
I think you turned it up. Are we good? I think the echo's gone.
I think we're good.
Thanks, guys, for having our back here. Smashing Pumpkin, is that one of your guys?
No, that is not one of my guys.
We got a Viking fan in the chat.
Let's go.
Is that my Uncle Steve? So I was talking to my dad today, and he's been telling people, hey, man, like, we're going to have some people over because my uncle, he's a big Viking fan. He's going to be watching the show today. So curious to see how this thing goes, man. What up, Kelmer? What up, Vic? Brandon, it looks like people are going to be leaving you hanging here a little bit. I'm doing a shot for Brandon Jasper for being a legend and always down for a good 2 o'clock. Brandon Jasper, cheers to you. When I drink, hopefully you all drink with me. Got to be over, though, the age of 21. And if you're under, grab a soda, grab some milk, grab some vinegar. You pick.
Shout out to Uncle Steve.
I don't know if Uncle Steve's in the chat. I think he's watching on TV. He's not the most technological. That's the right word? Technically savvy guy. That's the word I'm looking for.
Savvy, yeah.
That's the word I'm looking for. All right, y'all. We're about 200 away from getting that piece of shit thing off of his head. I think in the meantime, 2 o'clock done. FMN from Zalesbo. I like it. Thank you, Schmeck. Thank you, Schmeck. Robert. That's funny. 400 people watching. The next thing that we're going to get into here on the Raiders Report is a winners and losers segment around Raiders training camp. So with the off day today, anytime the Raiders have an off day, I want to be able, during that off day, to break down the winners and losers so far because it literally changes from practice to practice. Kobe TV said, who is Ronnie Harrison? He's a strong safety. If you need to rewind a little bit, you can do that. I kind of broke it down for you, man. That way you can see exactly what's happening. I'll say, Zalesbo, I thought what Robert said there was pretty funny as well. I'm not going to lie to you. So, coming up, we're going to get in now to Raiders training camp. Winners and losers on today's show. Are you ready? Seeps is giving me a thumbs up. Hopefully you guys are ready to get this thing going. Coming up right now, Raiders training camp winners and losers. Coming up here on the Raiders Report, I got 8 offensive winners and 8 defensive winners. But then I also got 4 offensive losers and 4 defensive losers. The Raiders did not practice on Thursday, August 3rd, so I figured it was the perfect opportunity for some Raiders training camp winners and losers so far. If you don't know how to support the show, the 3 easiest ways to do it: hit the like button on every video I drop. Make sure you comment and share your thoughts with the rest of the nation. And then hit that subscribe button. That way, you never miss anything. Let's go to the very first Raiders training camp winner here. It's Davante Adams. And he's a winner because he's unguardable, right? Like, he's the best receiver in the NFL. Better than Justin Jefferson. Sorry, Seeps. But Adams, to me, is just on a whole nother level, and he just shows it day in and day out, and he's also a professional. Another winner here, it's Hunter Renfrow. And the reason why Renfrow is a big-time winner is, let's face it, myself, a lot of people out there didn't know where exactly he was going to be able to fit in this offense, and it looks like he's fitting pretty damn well. Giggity. Let's go to Tre Tucker, another big-time winner from training camp. I mean, the more and more stories I hear around him, his athletic ability and his ability to go all over the football field, they're going to use him in screens. They're going to use him in motions. They're going to use him as a decoy. But the way that the Raiders are really using him in their offense, it's not going to impact Renfrow, which is what I'm really excited to see. Let's go to another winner here from Raiders training camp so far. It's Dylan Parham. And Parham, to me, put on a lot of good weight. He got really sick last season, and I don't know if you guys remember that, but the fact that he was pretty damn sick, he lost a lot of weight, and then he had the ability to put on some muscle, and the fact that he put on some muscle shows, and he's got that versatility. Dylan Parham, big-time winner. Let's go to another winner here. It's Jesper Horsted. Horsted was somebody who I didn't know if he was going to make the 53-man. Put on a little bit of weight. This coaching staff likes him. They cut O.J. Howard, and because they cut Howard, sure, they signed Jacob Hollister, but to me, this Raiders team right now is just screaming, we're keeping 3 tight ends. Horsted, Mayer, and Austin Hooper. For that, it makes Horsted a winner. Let's go to another winner here. It's Zamir White. He's been running physical. He continues to look good in practice. He looks motivated, and he's going to get more work this season. Do I think JJ comes back? Yes, I do. Do I think Jacobs is going to be the Raiders starting running back week 1? Yes, I do. But Zamir White has to be a winner for taking advantage of the fact that Jacobs is not at training camp right now. Another winner, Sincere McCormick. I got a few people at Raiders practice every day, and I always ask certain questions about certain guys, and I will continue to ask questions about McCormick. He's running physical. And I asked him a question back on, August 1st, first day when they put the pads on. And I was like, give me one player who you think is the most happy that pads are on today. He said Sincere McCormick. He was like, dude, guy is balling out, running really physical. He's got to be a winner in my books. And then another winner here is Jimmy Garoppolo. He showed up in training camp on time. Yes, he's been on a pitch count. Yes, he had to rest one day. He had one really bad practice, which was Monday. But from there on out, it sounds like the Raiders' offense has been clicking. It sounds like that he's understanding it. He's going out there with a mentality, with a swagger, and I love what he's bringing to the field right now. Jimmy Garoppolo, big winner here for the Raiders at training camp. Before I show you some of the losers, because unfortunately we do have to have some, I want you to name a Raiders training camp winner on offense so far. Let's go to some of the losers now on the offensive side of the football. Keelan Cole Sr., he didn't make the 53 last year, but he was on the roster after a few weeks. The problem for him is the Raiders' wide receivers are deep in depth. He's not going to play special teams this upcoming season, and because of that, he's going to be one of the odd men out. Another guy that it's just really unfortunate, DeAndre Carter and Tre Tucker basically make DJ Turner, we don't even need the guy anymore. He was a fun player, a UDFA, definitely somebody that I rooted for, but got to be a loser here. Another loser, unfortunately, is Justin Herron. He re-injured his leg the other day at practice, and because of that, it's just going to make him fall further and further down the depth chart. McClendon Curtis has looked good. Dalton Wagner has looked good. Brandon Parker has actually looked pretty good. Thayer Munford they like a lot. So for Herron, he's not a top 10 offensive lineman on this team, even though the Raiders traded for him. And I don't think he's going to end up making this roster. Another loser is actually somebody that if you're watching this live, we just got news on him. And the Raiders just placed running back Austin Walter on IR. So when I made this video, I didn't know that he was getting placed on IR, but he was going to be a loser anyway. He did not practice on Wednesday, which this is probably the reason. But he also wasn't going to make the team anyway. And sometimes running backs will do this if they want to ensure themselves at least getting paid a little bit. He could end up retiring. I don't know what the option is going to be. I obviously wish Austin Walter a speedy recovery, but he had a 0% chance of making this roster anyway. Coming up, we got more winners and losers on the defensive side of the football, and I'm a fantasy football guy at heart, and I love talking about the offense. But I know that this next part coming up here around the defense is where a lot of Raider fans have that concentration because the defense, let's face it, it needs to be better. I don't know about y'all, but I'm all about a deal. If you're walking through a store and you see sale, my eyes are instantly like, that's where I'm going. And I got some awesome items here on sale for y'all right now. Go to chatsports.com/Raiders sale. That link's going to be available for you guys down in the comments and in the description of today's show. So if you need a brand new Raiders hoodie, if your wife, your girlfriend, fiance, daughter needs some Raiders gear, it's all available. You got a kid? Guess what? Got some Raiders gear. You need some Raiders gear for yourself? It's all available. It's hundreds and hundreds of items at chatsports.com/Raiders sale. All right, let's go to some Raiders training camp winners. I don't want to say the biggest winner, but the guy that just looks like the most dominant player out there every day is Maxx Crosby. He's unguardable. Like, I can't wait to see what he looks like in the regular season because every year he's gotten better. And he just continues to have a different mindset of, I'm going to beat the hell out of you. And I know Max loves UFC. He just reminds me of a UFC fighter where if he was in a cage, I'm good. Like, here's the white towel. That guy's going to kill me. Crosby, I'm definitely happy he's on our team. Another winner on the defensive end side, it's Adam Plant Jr., the UDFA from UNLV. I would say right now there's a 75% chance that he makes this roster. This coaching staff is a sucker, which I don't like to use the word sucker because it makes it sound bad. But this coaching staff is a sucker for players that have that mentality, for professionals on and off the field. And the fact that he's only a rookie and carries himself the way that he does and then backs it up on the football field, that's why Adam Plant Jr. is going to be making this team. Let's go to another winner here. It's Tre'von Moehrig. And I'm not saying that he's been outstanding like a lot of these other players in terms of what I expected. But Moehrig has been a good player because a lot of people didn't know what exactly was going to happen when they drafted Chris Smith. It sounds like he's picking up the defense in the third year of this Patrick Graham. His third season, second year with Patrick Graham. And then I got to throw out the name Isaiah Pola-Mao for the simple fact of shows really good versatility. He had an interception during Wednesday's practice and then really might make this team again, which I'm excited to see. Another big winner, which I know is going to make a lot of y'all excited, it's Marcus Peters. I had one buddy tell me he looks better than Nate Hobbs. Like, this is your number one cornerback on your team. And I know what Nate Hobbs can bring to the table. If that ends up being true and he's 2 years removed from that ACL surgery, if Peters is the number one guy, this could end up being one of the better signings that the Raiders had. Another winner, which I'm so happy about because if y'all have watched this show for a long time, you'll know that I've always been a big Amik Robertson fan. And I have said that he's got the raw end of the deal because of all the different defenses he's had to learn. He's had to learn Gus Bradley's defense, Patrick Graham's defense. He's had to learn Paul Gunther's defense. You learn three different defenses, and you have a rookie in the fourth round in a COVID season. That's about as tough as it gets starting out your NFL career. Robertson's a dog. He's been getting some work with the first team, but there's a lot of depth here. I'm pulling for Robertson to make this team, no doubt about it. Another winner is Sam Webb. Continues to look really good. UDFA last season. I don't know if he's going to make this team. But if this organization does end up keeping 7 corners, I got a feeling Sam Webb's going to be corner number 7. And then the final winner here is Jakorian Bennett. I think Jakorian Bennett might start over Duke Shelley. If you were to tell me right now the top corners on this team, I'm saying Nate Hobbs, Marcus Peters, and then it's a tier break. Jakorian Bennett is the fastest guy on this team. Like I'm confidently I could say it. If we had a race right now, every single Raiders player, you tell them to sprint 50, 60 yards, Jakorian Bennett's going to win. He's physical. He's a great player. And the advantage that he has over Duke Shelley is the height and the length. Like, people talk a lot about Tyree Wilson's wingspan. I bet you pound for pound, and I don't know if it's the pound for pound or is it inch for inch. Is that kind of how you would go for it? Jakorian Bennett's arms, inch for inch with Tyree Wilson, sounds like there's a major pause there, is like the same thing. Long arms, physical guy. I do think Shelley might be a player that gets the start at first, but don't be shocked if Bennett starts sliding his way in and start getting some serious playing time because the dude can flat out play, especially in man coverage. Now, here's what I want you guys to do. Name a player that's a winner on the defensive side of the football from training camp. I see AP209 said he can hit 2. Oh, he can hit 2. Jakorian Bennett is a baller. Let's now go to the part that I hate doing, but hey, I got to do it. Losers on the defensive side of the football. John Jenkins, he just looks old. I know that he was a player in Rob Leonard's defense back with Miami. He's got plenty of connections. But the more and more I look at this Raiders team, and if I'm going to be betting on a defensive tackle, I would rather bet on a DT that's not 34 years old. Like, he's going to be your 6th defensive tackle. I'd rather just bet on a young guy. So, unfortunately, John Jenkins, he's got to be a loser. Another loser I'm going to throw out here is Davante Diablo. And it's because the expectations were here. Deablo hasn't been bad. Let me clarify that right now. He has not been bad, but he has not been the expectation. He was given the green dot. They gave him the nickname Big Swole. He missed practice for an undisclosed injury. He was back out there on Wednesday, which obviously you like to see. But there's got to be a reason why the Raiders worked out Jalen Smith. There's got to be a reason why the Raiders signed Darius Harris. And I almost put the entire Raiders linebacking room on here because from people who I talked to, I was like, what's the most underwhelming group right now at Raiders training camp? Linebacker has been the unanimous answer that I have been given, which I'm not totally surprised by, which kind of gives me to my next loser here in Darien Butler. Butler had a small shot to make this team. He has had work with Antonio Pierce, who was at Arizona State, now the Raiders linebacking coach for the second season. The problem with Butler is there's just no room for him. The Raiders at most are going to keep 4 linebackers, at most. Butler's not in the top 4. Then the final loser is Roderic Teamer Jr. The Raiders have been sniffing around looking for another safety for a little bit, and I know they signed Jaquan Johnson. Teamer is a good special teams player, but they brought in Ronnie Harrison for a reason. You already have Chris Smith. He's going to make the team. You got Marcus Epps going to make the team. Tre'von Moehrig going to make the team. I think Isaiah Pola-Mao makes the team over him. So it's not that Teamer played bad. And I'm being real with y'all. During training camp, you're not going to find a lot of reports of this guy's been bad. It's usually good. The way that I do my training camp winners and losers a lot of time is this guy played really well or this guy's doing the right thing, which makes this guy a loser. So hopefully that makes sense to y'all. All right, let's go through these names one more time here. A quick little recap. Appreciate everyone tuning into our Raiders winners and losers from training camp. A lot of guys on offense. The names to really keep in mind on for like this one right here, I think Tre Tucker is definitely a name to keep in mind. I did a video earlier in the week, or I guess last week about this. Jesper Horsted's a new name, and that's because O.J. Howard is no longer a member of this team. The loser side of it, Justin Herron got injured. Austin Walter's season is over, which when I started the show, for those of you not watching this, or for those of you watching live, when I started the show, the news didn't come out. And then the news came out as soon as the Austin Walter. So he's on IR. Some defensive winners. The important name here, Adam Plant Jr., Isaiah Pola-Mao, definitely guys on the roster bubble. Then your eyes are going to go to Marcus Peters. I already know that. Watch out for Sam Webb to be another sneaky guy that could be making this team. And then training camp losers, the eyes are going to go to Davante Deablo. But it's not because he's played bad. It's because of the other things that the Raiders have done at training camp, which makes me wonder, what does that linebacker unit actually look like? So before I head on out of here right now, here's your opportunity to share your comments down below. Who did I leave off my list? If I left a player off the list, all I ask you to do is this. Put player name and then put winner or loser. Does that make sense? So if you want Aiden O'Connell on the list and he's a winner, put Aiden O'Connell winner down in the comments. That way I know exactly who you're talking about and exactly why I left them off my list. If you haven't already, subscribe, turn those noties on. We got one hell of a live show, and if you don't already know, and we have a live show coming up Friday for those of you that are going to watch this video tomorrow. Our Friday live show, Happy Hour. I don't want you to miss it. It's going to be starting at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, so tune in to the Raiders Report. All right, let's give some shout-outs here. It's almost time for Raiders Vikings Madden simulation. Chris Jones Harris said Michael Mayer was a winner. Michael Mayer is a good name. No doubt about it. He's definitely could have put him in there for a winner. I tried to do my top 8, and Mayer absolutely deserves to be up there as well, so I don't disagree with that one. We got Jakorian has been a beast in training camp from Gabe. Peters from Brandon Jasper, and then JJ says F Minnesota. F Minnesota. Scheffler said, who's going to get a $20 super chat in for a chance to win your very own Raiders Report jersey? I don't know. We are doing a boot challenge today, and Seeps updated it. He's got 1 boot down. Rolly did 4. Trizzy Trace did 3.8. Every 500 we get is going to be a boot.
Let's go.
Every 500 we get is going to be a boot.
I want to see if I can set the record here.
Is Chase out there? Damon Arnett just signed with the San Francisco 49ers.
Really?
Right before Raiders training camp and right before joint practices. That's crazy to me.
Are you guys having joint practices with the Niners?
Yeah.
Oh,
Damon Arnett
sick.
just signed with the 49ers, and the Raiders play San Francisco in the first preseason game. That's crazy. Can't wait.
There'll be a lot of hitting after the whistle on that one.
I mean, oh, dude, I can't wait.
That's going to be fun.
I can't wait. F Damon Arnett, man. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's not Damon Arnett.
Never mind.
I read it wrong.
Anthony Averett?
Anthony Averett. Oh, that's devastating. I thought I read Damon Arnett.
Damn.
I got so excited. Oh.
That would have been something.
Throw the tomatoes at me. Throw the tomatoes at me. I deserve it.
What do you think of this, Mitch? Tank for Quinn Ewers.
I don't like Quinn Ewers.
You don't like Quinn Ewers?
I owe you guys a drink. That's bad.
You got me excited.
Well, dude, I'll be honest with what I saw. I saw it pop up on Twitter. I saw, like, the red dreads, and I looked quick, and I saw Averett. I saw former Raiders Averett, and I was like,
yeah.
I thought it was Arnett. I'm like, oh, my God, that's craziness.
Yeah.
Yep, throw the ducks, throw the tomatoes. I deserve them.
That's funny.
I deserve them.
Oh, Thunder Cracker 5-4.
Tank for Ewers. Hard pass.
Yeah.
If I'm going to tank for a QB, Drake May, Caleb Williams. Drake May, Caleb Williams. Dude, Alex M says nobody would touch Arnett. I know. That's why I was like, what's happening right now?
Oh, my God. I'm dead.
Holy shit. Chugs just super chatted a hot dog with ketchup.
Respect.
Shout out to Jeremy Chugs. Chugs, what are you doing right now? What are you doing?
Tan and drunk, I hope.
Is he just chilling out by the pool watching some Raiders report? I respect it. I respect it. Scheffler, the only problem is that...
And then he meant Rolly.
That Rolly and Trizzy prices were lower, just saying. They might have been. We might be able to make a few more deals here, Chef. I didn't necessarily know how the jersey raffle would go. So if we need to make a few extra deals here to get this boat really rolling, I think we can do a few deals here to get the boat really rolling. But remember, every $20 super chat that you send in, you are entered for a chance to win. I got to make sure. Hang on a second. I don't know if I shared that on my IG story. That'd be something. I'm good.
That would have been funny.
I got worried. But you're right, Chef. We're trying to get some boot deals done today. I'm sure we can make a few more deals before the day is over. Every $20 super chat, though, you were entered to win your very own Raiders Report jersey. I'm rocking a Wild 114. It is courtesy of John Scheffler and a legendary performance that he had. Let's go to Sergeant Fighter. Always same number super chat. I want to know how long it takes you to get that.
Yeah, you got to really
I don't know how he does it.
Yeah.
I feel like as soon as the show started, he's been trying to do that.
For the past hour and 13 minutes.
That's what he's been doing.
There.
Godspeed Nation, Semper Fi. Shout out to my guy, Sergeant Fighter. Jake.
Let's go.
Girl Dad Peters. Jake, you in. Mitch, you need to get that leather Raider helmet from the Shield to rock on the show. And did you see the comment Chandler Jones said, offense seems to be more successful than last year? Interesting. I did see the comment. I'll also say it's 1 week. Vic, too cold. No, Damon Arnett did not sign. I'm an idiot. Anthony Averett signed with the 49ers. I saw Averett, former Raider, red hair, and I thought, Damon Arnett. I can't read. You guys should know that by now. But I like the idea. So I almost bought a legit NASA helmet, like a space helmet for Chugs, because I don't know if you guys know, he's like from Houston. So I was like, if I get him like a Houston helmet and slap a Raiders logo on it, like that could be like our Raiders rally helmet.
Yeah.
I like the idea of getting an old school Raiders helmet as well. The problem is I can't wear it all the time because there's certain sponsors that we have for Raiders that don't want me to wear a helmet. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the look. I can't tell you exactly what sponsor it is, but if we could do a giveaway, if you could send me a link for it, I'll wear it one show. Chugs and I will sign it. We'll auction that piece off. If you guys are down, we can make it happen. Let's go to another Mount Raidermore legend, John Borelli. Borelli, what you did to Trizzy on Tuesday, yikes. That was nuts, man. Nuts. But also, Borelli, you in for a Raiders Report jersey giveaway. Mitch and Chat Sports preach this, but please, please, please don't drink and drive. Walk, call someone. Don't get behind the wheel. Lost a good friend last night due to drunk driving. Father of two, R.I.P. my dude Mike. Oh, man, I'll say this. I know one person very close to me that had this happen to them, and we always say, like, I mean, you can ask. Seeps walks to work. I walk to work. Trace walks to work. Chase walks to work. I know we have a lot of guys with the same name. Chip walks to work. Smitty walks to work. Marshall walks to work. Petey walks to work. Like, it costs a little bit more in rent to get closer to where we are because we're downtown. But with the amount of, drinking, partying, crazy stuff that we do here, it's just the way that you got to go, right? Like, I think the most adult decision that you can make in today's day and age, like one of the most adult decisions is picking to leave your car somewhere and taking an Uber home. Yeah. Right? Like, I get the idea you don't want to leave your car somewhere, but you can't have something like this happen, right? Like, it simply can't happen. So, Borelli, man, I wish there was something I could do. If you guys haven't already, spam RIP to Mike. You know, this show, I hope that today's show can take your mind off it, because I do think one of the most powerful messages that I always get from people are, hey, I'm dealing with something. I like tuning into the Raiders Report. It takes me away from reality. Or, hey, I got this going on. I like listening to the show. It helps me get away from reality for a little bit. I started doing this show because I felt lonely as hell when I used to live in Germany, and I would record myself on my bike rides to baseball practice, and I was like, oh, wow, this is like a therapy session. I wonder if I could do this for a lot more people out there. Borelli, you know the nation's got your back. You know I got your back. You know Trizzy, everyone here at Chat Sports has got your back. If you need anything, my guy, please don't hesitate. And also, you in. Let's go to Raiders. Sancho. What up, Sancho? Just saw on Facebook that it's been 1 year since Michaela was in the hospital, and we went for you for lunch. Thanks for all you do for the nation and Raiders. So 1 year ago, that pick was taken. So, yeah, Alex and I went out for lunch and brought Chuck, who was insane that day. Yeah. Like, Chuck's he's crazy, right? Like, if you see Chuck in the first hour and he doesn't know who you are, he wants all the attention in the world. But then he calms down. If we're out in public, he's crazy, man. Like, so they saw, like, the worst version of Chuck. Oh, really? He was whining. He was just all over the place.
And Chuck's an athlete.
Oh, like, Chuck,
he's an athletic dog.
Dude, Chuck right now, you pick any player on that Raiders team, 40-yard dash. Not a chance. Chuck's smoking him.
Not even coming close.
I mean, we had a guy here at Chat Sports who thought that maybe somebody could beat him in a race. I don't know if it was with you or with Marsh. At my old apartment, we walked off 40 yards, 3-2.
Chuck did?
I threw a ball and he ran a 3-2. I mean, it's just...
Yeah.
Ears pinned back, homeboy straight moving. Sancho, you in for a Raiders Report jersey raffle. If you guys are wondering what the hell Seeps is wearing, for those of you that don't know, he's a Vikings fan. So he's got a Vikings helmet on right now, and the Raiders are getting ready to play the Vikings in a Madden simulation. And if my math is correct, we are 190 away. I believe that's correct. No, that's not right. We are
135.
135 away. All right, thanks for filling in there. 135 away from taking off that freaking helmet. Here's the deal that I'm going to make because I'm sick and tired of looking at that helmet, and I want him to do another boot.
Let's go.
Every single, and I mean every single $10 super chat that comes in the next minute.
I'll do this.
I'm doing a shot.
I got to run to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
We'll do that, and I'll join you on this.
All right. I like it. Seeps, you guys know the rules. Let's take advantage while he is gone. Steven, 69, anything more on JJ? No. I was able to reach out to people that gave me some info on Josh. I think one of the reasons why there hasn't been really any stories in the last week is because him and his camp have gone dark. They aren't talking to anyone. I know what Josh has been saying, like, he is saying that some people aren't telling the truth when it comes to reports. The problem is, and this is the part where I think, Jacobs, he's probably listened to his representation, but Jacobs also needs to realize that his reps dropped the ball. Like, his agent didn't do a good job. That's not on Jacobs' fault, and he's trying to save face with his agent. But the reports that have been coming out, I mean, there's no way that Schefter, Rappaport, Pelissero, all these guys that have been doing this for a very, very long time are all telling the same lie. Like, I get Josh can say, oh, it's not true. They're going to believe LaShawn McCoy. LaShawn McCoy's been caught lying on air like 6 times in the last year. So, yeah, not really going to believe it. Here they come. Ira Jackson. That's 1. L.A. Crash Dog. 2. Lost. 3. Brandon Jasper. 4. Raider Muerte. 6. John Scheffler. 7. Until he gets back, every $10 super chat, every single one, he's going to take a shot for. I might take a few, too. I think I might take a few. What do you guys think? Or do we make him take all of them? Because if he takes all of them, I get a little bit nervous about his ability to press some of the buttons. But what do you guys want? How many do you want me to take? Scheffler, today's your show, so you let me know. If you want him to take all of them, he'll take all of them. We're at 7. And now we're at 8. Borelli. All right, Seeps just sat down. Until he comes on screen, giggity, the deal's still going. We are 55 away from Seeps taking off that helmet. Feels good. All right, Jose Delgado, 9. 45 away from the helmet coming off. Yeah, Raiders win says 9. Patrick B. Rye Smith, until Seeps comes back on screen. That's 11. Oh, dude, this is... Oh, Rebel Montana. Drink also and go home, Marshall. Well, luckily for you, Marshall's on vacation. 12 shots. Yikes. 15 away from the helmet coming off.
All right. 15 away. All right.
All right, Shane Gamble, that's the last one.
All right, 5 away.
5 away from taking the helmet off. Gregory.
There we go.
First time super chat.
All right.
Oh, Trivan.
Here we go.
Oh, Trivan's here. Everyone get ready.
And you know what? Before we run through the rest of these, this is the next challenge. Seeps challenge number 4.
If we get to 1K, we're 250 away.
250 away.
About 250 away.
Another boot.
Another boot. Can you actually do me a big favor?
Yeah.
Can you go grab me a Truly or 2?
Yeah.
That way I have a few. That would be great. Appreciate it. All right, guys. I also did that, so now he's off screen again. So here we go. Every 10 while Seeps is away. Because right now it was 14 from Shane, or 14 from Gregory. Trivan added another 2 in there. We got 16 to go. Rye Smith said, let's go again, 17. Hey, sometimes you got to take advantage of the rookie. I think we're at 17. Rebel says 16. Rebel, you probably can keep track better than I can. Robert Jansen says 17, so I think we're at 17 now. 420 people watching. We are getting ready to get into a Vikings Raiders. Oh, we have the fruit punch ones. Let's freaking ride. First time super chat to Gregory Kuna. Gregory, I got to ask. Did I meet your brother? Jose Delgado. Got one. I went out for dinner, and I don't like to, I don't know, say names on air all the time because you never know. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is a nightmare. 18, 20, 22, 23. 23. Is that right? Is the mathin'?
Mathin'.
All right, so here's how we're going to... Oh, Scheffler.
All right, we'll count it. We'll count it for Sheffy.
Holy shit. All right, hang on a second here.
All right. I'm also going to go off screen here for a little bit to count up all the for the raffle.
Oh, for the raffle?
Yeah.
All right, so I want to say the Dark Swan, 23 shots or sips. I'll always say this. You got to think a little bit realistic here.
Yeah.
Oh, Anthony Allen. All right, that's it, guys. We can't add any more. I'm going to take a few of these shots for seeps, but the way that we usually do the math here, okay, tequila weighs more than Fireball is how we usually do it. And, Tre'von, Borelli, Patrick B., Mount Raidamore, chime in on this one with me. Oh, man. Scheffler just threw out a deal.
Oh, Scheffler,
what do you guys want to see? So this is the way that it would probably go. It would probably be like Seeps doing 6 shots of tequila is probably how the math ends up mathing, and I'm going to pour them. So they're going to be heavy shots of tequila. I'll do a few Fireball shots. Or do you want Seeps to do a boot? Because here's the other thing that Seeps not realizing. If we make him do a boot now and then another boot right after that, that's trouble.
That would be trouble.
Chef.
I see, the thing is, I'm a man of the people.
Dude. P says 4 shots and a boot.
Because right now,
it's a lot of shots.
And we're also 120 away from just another boot for me.
So if somebody sent in a 120 right now, you'd have to do back-to-back boots.
If we take the shots deal.
No. What do you mean?
Well, if we're putting in, instead of shots, we'll do the boot. And then plus this boot, so then we'll have 2 boots.
2 boots back-to-back's tough.
That might be tough.
Might be tough. It is tough.
It is tough.
That's a disaster.
Yeah. Oh.
Patrick B. So here's the thing. Scheffler put in boot. Other people put in boot. Tequila boot's not going to happen. That I can promise you.
Tequila boot will not happen.
AP, he is scared.
No, I'm shaking right now. I'm trying to see what I want to do here.
So here's what we're going to do. If you have a shot glass?
Yeah, I got a shot glass right here.
All right. I want you to pour me. You pour a shot of tequila.
Okay.
And we'll start with that. Is that the new bottle?
Somebody's already gotten in there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Marsh the other day finished off our other bottle. Adrian Delgado says 6 shots equals a boot. Hey, maybe. If he was a Raider shot, he would have been done already. All right, Lexus, I like it. Trash talking.
All right, what are we thinking here, Mitch? What are we thinking?
I'll tell you what. The Raiders worked out some of these names. Raiders worked out the following players. How many of them are real people? All right, ready?
List them.
I want you guys to be honest with me, because here are the players that the Raiders worked out. I'm telling you this right now, guys. I follow the NFL so closely.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of a single guy on this list.
All right, hit me.
The Raiders worked out today Davis Cheek.
That's not a real name.
Davis Cheek.
Okay, not real.
Malik Flowers.
I think I've heard of Malik.
You know Malik Flowers?
Yeah,
Okay.
Malik Flowers.
Bailey Gaither. Jarrett Guantano. Justin Marshall.
That's not real. That's a golfer.
Keaton Thompson. Keaton Thompson.
Keaton Thompson?
Keaton Thompson.
Nope.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I got no idea. Oh, Robert in the chat saying a natty daddy boot. A natty daddy boot would be the most disgusting thing in the world. Those are the natural lights that are 8%.
Oh my Lord.
3 of those, they are so heavy. I actually couldn't even imagine that.
Dude, these names, if you guys hit me up on Twitter,
4 Loco boot, that would be nuts.
4 Loco would be
that would be a heart attack.
It would be devastating. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Seeps, I need you to take, we're going to do, what, you already owe.
So we're 120 away from another boot. Automatic.
So what do you guys want him to do? You want him to do back-to-back boots, or
Shots.
he's going to do 6 shots right now?
I think I can handle back-to-back boots.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to take a few shots here.
Get a little loose for the Madden game.
Mike's hard boot. That sounds like a giggity.
Yeah. That also sounds like the worst hangover ever.
A Mike's hard boot.
Or a boot race.
A boot race. It's tempting. They
want
tempting.
the back-to-back boots.
Back-to-back boots.
You know what? I have a shot. I might use this shot. Give me kind of that energy right in the back-to-back boots.
Hey, you guys let me know. The problem is we are... All right, here, I'm going to math real quick here. We're 120 away. 120 away from back-to-back boots. What up, JJ Wiggly? What up, Lost? What up, Levi? Timmy Jones? While you guys debate what exactly you want, hashtag Raiders, super chat, get those questions, comments in. I'm going to put a timer on right now. We got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. If we don't get it in 5 minutes, then you got to do your shots, and we don't do the back-to-back boots.
To hit the 120.
To hit the
back-to-back.
Yep.
Let's do it.
If we hit 120 in the next 5, it's back-to-back boots for you.
Let's do it.
That's
I'm
the
getting
deal.
ready for my competition right now.
Oh, boy. I don't know. Yeah, Queen. I'm going to take some of these shots, just so y'all know. I'm working on them.
120. But we're doing shots.
Timmy Jones. Timmy Jones's comment. That's funny.
That's your name. You made it.
Robert Jensen. I don't have the Megalodon boot anymore. I shipped that off to Zahn. Rye Smith, how much was to be entered for a jersey? So every time somebody sends in a $20 super chat, you're entered to win a Raiders Report jersey. How many people do we have on the wheel right now?
15.
15.
15.
So 15 names on there. If you just want your very own Raiders Report jersey, $500 Venmo at Mitchell Renz 365. Just saying.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well.
Uh-oh.
You know what, though? I am hang on. I'm a man of the people here. Because what's funny is we just got back-to-back of the same things here. John Shepler! Bang! But you know what? We also got a Venmo. And because we got a Venmo from Mount Raidermore legend, Tre'von Bang! Seeps.
All right.
Back-to-back boots. And I'm also going to do a boot.
Oh, there's just going to be so much drinking going on right now.
Back-to-back boots for Seeps, and I'm going to do a boot myself. We'll see how it goes.
Let's go.
All right, I got to add Chef on the Boot Hall of Fame. I got to add Tre'von to the Boot Hall of Fame. So this is going to be, that's 3 boots for Seeps already. I don't know, man. The next thing that I really want is I want him to put on a Raiders jersey. So, Chef, Tre'von, anybody that's got a Raiders Report jersey, let's trick Seeps, okay? He's gone. He's in there. Ask the question. Ask him, how much for you to put my jersey on? I don't know if he knows the deal. I'm talking soft so he doesn't hear me. Give him a deal. Say, sure, I'll wear that jersey. I'll go back. I'll get the jersey for him. He puts it on. $100 super chat, 4th boot. Deal? Okay, he's coming back in. What up? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, just give me Truly. That's fine. Oh, wait. Sorry, Tre'von. He took it from me. Scheffler, get those $20 super chats in to win your jersey. You're right. You got a 1 out of 15 chance right now. I still can't believe. So the Raiders worked out 5 players today. And I literally don't know if any of these guys are real people. Petey, look at my last tweet. Tell me how many of those players that the Raiders worked out today are real people. The answer's none. To get one name, do you know any of them? Who? Jared Garantano. He sounds like he bats 6th on the Padres. There's not a single name in there that's a real person. No chance. Oh, man. How many boots do we got? I know, you got one more? Where's your other one? You got one? You got it? All right, I don't know. I think he's a little nervous. I'm nervous. All right, Borelli. So here's the thing. He's going to come back in. He's going to see that. And then he's going to be like, all right, I'll put on the Borelli jersey. As soon as he puts it on, we get him. Deal? Deal. I like it. Shout out to Tre'von. Shout out to Chef. All right. The Viking hat is off. So here's how we're going to do this. You got 2 boots, so I'm not going to race you because if you really push it on your first one, I am a little bit worried. I always think the Trulies look so weird. You can't really tell. I was going to say, yesterday Trace looked like he was drinking like really, like imagine you drank like 8 Trulies and you had your first pee. It was that color. Where this one's like a red. I don't know. Can you guys see? It's kind of like a red. Not really. All right. We got the fruit punch ones, though. Fruit punch ones are actually pretty good, which I'm surprised because anytime anything's fruit punch flavored, I don't like it. Or it would be one of my last choices, I guess is how I would say it. Honestly, Happy Dad Lemon Lime is probably one of the more refreshing. Like, if you're a Sprite drinker, you probably like them a little bit more. Like, I know Alex, it's weird. I'm not a soda person, but if Alex wakes up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, randomly, like, I go get water. She cracks open a Sprite. Dude, I'm telling you, it'll be like 3 o'clock in the morning, and all I hear is, I'm like, you've got to be shitting me. It's crazy. But That's what it is, man. Sean, I know. We got to get him. All right, so he's got 2. 2 happy dads ready to go. 6 happy dads. See, it's... So when Rolly did it the other day, I don't know how long it took Rolly. It took Rolly quite a bit of time. I would say if you can get 2 boots down in 5 minutes, good. 2 minutes, really good. Under a minute, like Chugs does 2 boots in 30 seconds. Yeah, no. I think I can do it in like 2 minutes. I think I can do it in 2 minutes. From JJ, really? I'm not a soda drinker. I really don't drink soda, so I don't really get it. But Alex, 3 a.m., like if she wakes up and if we had a few drinks, oh, dude, it's just it's craziness. All right. You ready? First boot for me, 2 for Seeps. Can I get some shout-outs to John Scheffler, who, let's just say this. Scheffler's been putting in some work, and he is really climbing the rankings for Mount Raidermore. I would say right now the next 2 people to get into Raidermore, Scheffler, Rebel Montana. If I'm missing somebody, call me out. Ira Jackson's been having a hell of a month. I think, though, those would be my top 2 recommendations for the next person to get in to Mount Raidermore. You guys ready? You ready? Good luck, my guy. Be safe. Here we go. Let's get some Schefflers in the chat. Let's get some tri-bands in the chat. Here we go. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Robert Jansen, JMOH, Lost, Patrick B, Venom, Sean, Mace, JJ. Raider Muerte, 2 down. It's this one. This is what separates the men from the boys. Oh.
Like you going into this, it's the liquid that concerns me.
The problem is it's 5 minutes from now. It hits you like a Mack truck. Like a Khalil Mack truck. Shouldn't have traded him. Let's get some Seeps going. He's got another one to do, and that'll put you at 3. That'll put you at 3. I think I've seen Chugs do 4 boots in a show. I think I did like 5 or 6 one day, but I was a nightmare the next. Oh, this is impressive. Borelli's got the eyeballs out. Sean said put a little umbrella in his boot. Oh, Raider Sancho, it's so good once it hits your lips. I mean, he's about 4.5 down. So 2 boots is 6. And this is where it gets tough. I'll tell you what, though. He's doing pretty good with it. 5. I'm not going to lie. That was good. You all right? I don't know. I mean, honestly, you did that second boot pretty damn easily. That was impressive. Tano says, what size are those boots for leaders? Oh, man. So the whole boot itself, I want to say, is like 40 ounces. If you need to go to the bathroom, you can go real quick. Oh, as soon as you get the burps out, you're good. I mean, that was good, but I think the whole boot is 40 ounces, I want to say. Yeah, go to the bathroom. All right, the shot deal is not on, so let's just say that. Adrian Delgado, Mitch, I said don't speak European. Believe me, I get it. Is that 2 liters? I think the Megalodon boot was 2 liters. So the boot itself, like we fill it up to be 3 beers. But if you were to literally pour in, like, if you were to pour in beer and then, like, top it off, I think it's 40 ounces is the boot. John Scheffler said, get those 20s in for a Raiders Report jersey. Get them in. Raiders Report jersey. Is my dad in the chat? I don't know. I see some people spamming Richie. Eric says 40 ounces is 1.18 liters. There we go. See, now we're learning something. He's in trouble. That's when that boot hits, usually I tell people, just go to the bathroom real quick. Get some out. Get some out. What up, Patrick B? What up, Primo? Primo said, my job doesn't pay me. Primo, here's a recommendation then. You got to get a new job, unless you love doing it. Because if you love doing it, that totally changes the conversation. Like when I first started doing this job, not the Raiders Report necessarily, but when I first started doing podcasting, I remember my first month I wrote, I'm not kidding you, I probably wrote 40 articles my first month, and I made $33 that month. I remember being like, holy shit, I got to learn how to get people to watch what I do. So, yeah, that was kind of nuts. I'm not going to lie. Then when I first started working here, I don't know if you guys, like some of the OGs out there, they remember my very first car, which was a 2005 Pontiac Sunfire, and I put it on the show. But, I mean, when I first started, I don't really care at this point. I was making $34,000 a year when I first started working here doing the Raiders Report. And that was, you live in a major city like Dallas. That's a tough thing to get by, right? You got a roommate. You're living paycheck to paycheck. And it's definitely not an easy thing to do, but I loved what I did. And I'm glad that I was able to stick it out, because if I didn't, I don't know if I'd be where I am today. And I'm glad. I'm definitely glad. But we've come a long way. I mean, when you think about this show, if you guys get time tonight and you're like really bored, right? Because I do this sometimes. When I get really bored, if you want to see the old school Raiders Report shows, I'm talking old school, go to Facebook. Because before YouTube, we were on Facebook. So go to Facebook, click on the videos tab, and just go down. And go down to the very, very first videos. If you want to see when we had, at that time, we would have been, obviously we didn't have any subscribers, but we first started on Facebook. Those are really, really old Raiders Report videos, man. That was nuts. All right, y'all. We got 415 people watching. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, Mace. I agree. How about this? You guys know what I do for work. What do you guys do for work? Is that a weird question to ask? If it is, you don't have to tell me, but I'm just curious. Different hairstyles, kind of. I had a little bit of a different hairstyle. See, Alex wants me to grow my hair out. Like, what's the guy's name in The Hangover that wears the aviators and he's really cool? Bradley Cooper. I think that's it, right? Like longer hair. Like, I could probably do it, but you always got to go through like that awkward hair phase. It's a tough thing to be able to do. Also, we had some super chats come in. Seeps is taking a little bit of a bathroom break. I think those boots are hitting him a little bit. He'll be back here in a little bit. But, all right, here, let me see what you guys do. Peter Bueno's a plumber. What else we got? I build robots from Jaime. What does that mean? You like AI guy? Student from Jake Girl Dad Peters. Raider Savvy 420. It's a hell of a job. Social worker from JJ. I sandblast for the Navy after I retired from the Navy. All right. I respect that. Primo, OnlyFans. I get it. That's why you don't get paid. Big Rig from Rebel, Montana. My stepdad used to be a guy who drove trucks. FedEx delivery from Brandon. A bus driver from Anthony. Construction from Yo Boy. I know, Primo got me. Mitch, when are you going to bring back the suit and tie? Andres, so the suit and tie days. Wow. So every show I used to do. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. You can't even go on screen right now.
No, I can't. I look like I was
You look like somebody who's been holding their eyes open for just an hour straight. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I don't I don't know how that happened.
Pulled the trig. It's all good. Oh man, that's funny. Electrician, I see down there in the comments. Suit and tie day. The problem with my suit is I don't know if it fits me anymore. And when I say I don't know, I mean it doesn't fit me anymore. However, I'll make you guys a deal right now. Right frickin' now. Okay? So we said every 500, Seeps does a boot.
Oh, I'm not tapping out right now.
If Seeps does 4.1 boots today, which means we're 500 away, I will wear, I think I have the suit still. I got to think for a second. I will wear a suit and tie on tomorrow's Raiders Report show. I don't know if it's the same suit because I'm trying to think where I put it. Because I'm telling you, it does not fit me anymore. If you guys want me to just wear a jersey, I can just wear a jersey. Because what I used to do is I would wear my Derek Carr jersey and then the suit over top. So if you guys want, I can find my old suit, which I'm going to be like this type of thing. And then I can wear a jersey underneath. We got a deal? Marvin, I got that exact same hat. Mitch, do you think we should go after Jamarco Jones, offensive tackle, who the Titans just released? Yeah, I saw that earlier today. The interesting thing with Jones is he's an athlete, right? And really long, lanky type of player. But to be 100% honest with y'all, I like our offensive tackle depth. Like, I think that we actually have a lot more offensive line depth than a lot of people are going to give us credit for. And people who actually watch this show, I think they would also understand that. Like, I would rather roll the dice on a McClendon Curtis making the roster. I'd rather roll the dice on a Dalton Wagner making the roster. Like, Brandon Parker's going to make it there. Munford's going to end up making it. So, to me, with Jamarco Jones, I also would want to know why they released him, because there's got to be a reason. And I know with Ziegler and McDaniels, their relationship that they have with Mike Vrabel, they're going to call him up right now and say, give me the lowdown. Because there's got to be a reason why they moved on from him. Let's go to Rye Smith. I did two $10 super chats. Does that count for a jersey? Need Mitch and Rye guy jersey. So, Rye, here's the unfortunate part of what I do. The answer is no. And I have to keep certain rules the way that they are because, and please, for anybody who's out there watching, I really had to stay tough on like the jersey rule. And the reason why I did that is because for anybody that's got a jersey, everything has a price tag in life. So I am just going to say no because it's not fair to the people who sent in a 20. And that's just the way that it goes. JJ fan, I respect it. We got 400 people watching. 400 people. Seeps is, how you feeling?
A little sauced.
Borelli said, Seeps, put my jersey on. Zahn said, Seeps, put my jersey on. Right now, Patrick Seatman, 3 boots in. It's impressive.
I want to clap it up for myself right now.
All right, how about this? I got a deal for all y'all. We're 165 from Seeps putting on a Raiders jersey.
165? Okay.
I think that's what we are.
Yeah.
165 away from Seeps putting on a Raiders jersey.
Let's go.
It's an interesting one.
An interesting jersey?
I don't know. I don't know what to do to you.
Yeah.
Because this can go all sorts of different ways. I never know what the nation's going to do.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the game that we're at here. So, here's what I want. I want to get this simulation started.
Okay.
And I want to treat this like a real-life Raiders-Vikings watch party.
Let's do it.
You can root for Minnesota.
Yep.
I'm going to root for Las Vegas. And when shit happens during the game itself, then we're going to get wild.
Okay.
Rye Smith, thanks for being a real one, my guy. Sign me up, Mitch. Rye Smith, you in. Everyone, cheers with Rye Smith.
Shout out to Rye.
Oh, man. Whew. I don't know. I'll tell you this. Tomorrow, the amount of boots that you do today, I'm going to break tomorrow.
All right.
I'm breaking that boot record.
That gave me a little extra motivation.
I'm breaking that boot record tomorrow. I don't know what the deals are going to be. I'm breaking that record. Because I will say this, guys. During the season this upcoming year for actual watch parties, I will not be drinking as much during regular watch parties just because the bosses were kind of like, hey, man, like, got to be a little bit careful. Sometimes a lot more people watching. So the real ones out there, like when you watch May, June, and July, breaking news, yeah, we're going to let our hair back a little bit. Watch parties, I won't drink as much, but we're still going to have one hell of a time. Jeffrey, smart super chat right here. 24-20, Raiders, and I'm in. So we got 17 people, I believe, right now in for a chance to win a Raiders Report jersey. Shout out to John Shuffler. And if you guys haven't already, all it takes is 5 seconds. Get out your phone, get out your computer, go in that comment section right now and type, thank you, John. Thank you, Chef, because he's donating the jersey. He sent in a $500 super chat for you all because that's what Raider Nation's about. That's why I'm a Raider fan, because of shit like that. It's a family type of ordeal. All right, I think it's about damn time to get into this Raiders-Vikings watch party. I'm a little bit nervous to see how this ends up going down. The Vikings, to me, are probably a really good Madden team.
Yeah, Kirk's a bad Madden quarterback, though.
He is?
Yeah, because he's just slow.
He's slow, true. But they got to have some talent.
I mean, Jefferson will be fun. Duke Shelley revenge game. I'm excited to see that.
A Duke Shelley revenge game. See, the Raiders, though, are also actually like a sneaky good Madden team.
Yeah.
Because of Jacobs, Davante, Jacob. Like, they have a lot of really talented offensive players. But Garoppolo probably is one of the worst Madden quarterbacks
Raiders
out
and
there.
Vikings, pretty similar. You have, like, the top dog wide receiver, Adams and Jefferson.
Garoppenheimer about to nuke the defense. I love that nickname. Jimmy Garoppenheimer.
That's sick.
Oh, Brendan, that's a dope-ass nickname right there. I respect it. Are you guys ready? I think I'm ready. Seeps, when you give me the thumbs up, when you push the graphics, we're going to get this thing going. I saw somebody ask about tortilla slaps. No tortilla slaps today. Also, I saw somebody ask about Abby. She no longer works here. Different career path. It's all good. So none of that's going to happen. So Rebel, just throwing that out there. Cool. Here we go. Coming up right now here, Raiders, Vikings, Madden simulation here on the Raiders Report. Raider Nation, what's going on? Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports, and we got a Vikings, Raiders, Week 14 Madden simulation. We're going to get a lot of Vikings fans. We're going to get a lot of Raider fans that watch today's show. I got a question, though. Who you got? If you're going to go with the Vikings, type MIN. If you're going to go with the Raiders, type LV. If you've been following along with our Raiders Madden simulations, right now the Raiders are 6-6. Minnesota, though, is 8-4. And the reason why this game is very interesting for real life and a Madden purposes is this. Both teams are coming off a Week 13 bye. Raiders coming off a bye, not great. The Vikings and Kirk Cousins coming off a bye have been pretty damn good. As it stands right now, here are the AFC West standings. Chiefs 10-2, Chargers 7-5, Raiders 6-6. The Broncos have won 3 straight games and are in 4th place. But now that we are at this point of the season, I want to start showing y'all our Madden AFC playoff picture. And as it stands right now, Chiefs are the number 1 seed. Then it's the Bengals. Then it's the Bills. then it's the Jags. But teams that are in the hunt, you can see the Raiders, the Patriots, and the Browns are all sitting there at 6-6. The Ravens, Chargers, and then the Miami Dolphins are all battling out. The reason why the Dolphins have the advantage over the Raiders is because Miami won the earlier matchup this season. If you want to tune in for our other live Raiders Madden simulations, here is the schedule. Though I will admit, my schedule just did get switched up. So we'll figure out when exactly we're going to play that Week 18 game. It's probably going to be the following Tuesday after the Raiders' first preseason game against the 49ers. So please keep that in mind for all of y'all out there. I am off that day because I have to work that Sunday and just the way that the whole scheduling thing goes. But to make sure you never miss any games going on around the Raiders for Madden, hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. So without further ado, Raiders, Vikings, Allegiant Stadium, the most beautiful stadium in all of the NFL. Let me know who you got. Let's get some LVs going. Or you can spam your MIN for the Minnesota Vikings. This is going to be a hell of a game. If you are a new viewer for our show, 8-minute quarters, and we try to make this as real as possible. I'm a big person. You practice the way that you play. These Madden simulations are a practice for me. So I'm telling you this, we're going to be getting wild in the chat. We're going to be having some drinks. We're going to be having a good time. And if I tell you to get loud, I want you to treat this like you're sitting right now at Allegiant Stadium. You got a Viking fan sitting next to you, and he's yelling Skull. I need you to be louder than him. So I want to see nothing but LVs going down right now in the chat. I see Sean, Peter, Tropical, Venom, John Scheffler getting rowdy as well. Leontre, Raider Sancho, Anthony Allen, Shav, Rice Smith, Raider Muerte, Lost Tins, Diehard Raider fan, Keon Matthew, Tano Raider, all spamming it down below. John Scheffler said, what's the count for another boot? Right now, John, we are, I want to say 300 away from your next boot. No, 400 away. 400 away from Seeps' next boot. However, we got to math it a little bit. 150. 150 from Seeps putting on a jersey. If somebody sends in a 150 right now, I'll make him put on your jersey. I don't know. Sounds like a hell of a deal. JJ fan. 24-21. Get your score predictions in. Get those score predictions in right now. And then Raider Nation, get me in that raffle. I like it. I like it. All right, here we go. Raiders getting ready to kick this one away to Minnesota. And the kick is away. It's going to be caught here at the 1-yard line. And the tackle is going to be made at the 18. Seeps, because you've been such a real one today, and you've been balling out with the nation, I want you to put your name in the wheel.
Ooh.
Okay? However, you don't get a jersey. If it lands on you, you get to pick somebody in the chat to get a jersey.
Ooh, I love it.
Sound good?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Defense. Let's get the D's in the chat. Venom Sosa knew what to do. He understood the assignment. First down and 10, Raiders defense. Let's go. Let's get loud. Get the D's in the chat. Robert Jansen, JJ fan, Munchies, Adrian. Get those in the chat. First down and 10, Kirk Cousins. Ball at the 18. Gonna drop back. He's looking. Still looking. Got hit late. Completed to Justin Jefferson. And it looks like early on it's Marcus Peters and Jakorian Bennett on Jefferson. I mean, that's the number one guy you got to shut out. Yeah. Like, the way that I would run a defense against Minnesota is I would go with a basketball term here of a box and one. I'm going to just not let Jefferson beat me. If you beat me in other ways, great. Jefferson can't be the one that beats me. Throws caught, first down. Madison, is it Alexander Madison?
Yeah.
I always say Madison Alexander. Alexander Madison with the catch for 5 yards. Tackle made there by Robert Spillane. Good news. Last week, Maxx Crosby got hurt. He's available out there to be ready to go. So if you put somebody's jersey on, ooh, I don't know, Chef. We'll see. First down and 10. First down and 10. Cousins looking all day to throw. Wide open KJ Osborne. All up to about the 44-yard line. I mean, I'll tell you this right now. This is going to be a long game if that's how much time Kirk Cousins has to throw. It's going to be a long, long game if that's how much time Cousins has to throw. Raiders got to get a stop here. Can I get some stops? Can I get some stops? Primo said, oh my God, he could have made an omelet in the pocket. All right, since I'm hungry right now, if you're making an omelet, what's going in it? I'm a big like cheddar cheese. I like mushrooms, which is not a popular opinion for a lot of people. Cheddar cheese, onion, mushrooms, and give me some bacon, and I'm a happy guy. First down at 10, Cousins again. I mean, what are the Raiders doing? Cousins is just like,
got all
no,
day.
You want it? No? How about you? All right, I'll throw it out.
I love the throwback uniforms, though.
Second down and 10. They got their throwbacks on?
Yeah.
Okay, I respect it. Ball at the 44. Adrian, I love mushrooms, man. Oh, it was a screen. Actually, I think the Raiders did a pretty damn good job there reading that. Oh, God. Scheffler said, Seeps, if I hit the mark for you to put on my jersey, you got to do another boot. So, Chef, if he's got your jersey on, he will do a boot.
All right, Sheffy.
But he's got to have your jersey on for you to do the boot. I want to make that clear. Third down at 10. Cousins looks broken up. Marcus Peters says no, sir, to Justin Jefferson. No, sir. No, thank you. No, thank you. And it's fourth down. Get the fours going in the chat. Get the fours going in the chat. That's a big stop.
Big stop.
See, I'm a big, like, at that point in the field, for me personally, I'm like, if it's third down and 5, or third down and 10, I'm always going to go for a 5 to 7 yards and then go for it on fourth down. If I was an offensive coordinator, that's how I would do it. Instead of looking at it as I got to pick up the first, I would go for it every time, getting 5 to 7.
Yeah.
Always 5 to 7. And then set up. And if I don't get it, then sure, you punt it away. I'm going for it, though. That cameraman's in the way. Camera guy.
Yeah.
It's probably Derek Carr's brother. Get him out of here. First down and 10. Raiders got the ball at the 5. I will say, I feel like it's the first time all season that the Raiders got a stop on the very first drive in Madden.
Oh, it's been opening touchdowns.
Oh, it's been a score almost every time. Am I wrong? I don't know. Garoppolo in his own end zone. Shotgun. Jacobs to the right. Vikings look like they're going to bring a little bit of a blitz. Garoppolo throws short. Adams, gain of 5. I mean, that was a missile for how close Adams was.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Keep this in mind. Davante Adams, he's been the Vikings killer his entire career. Obviously, with Rodgers, a little different. But
Okay.
something to keep in mind when they play him actually in the regular season.
I'll be curious to see how that ends up going down. Though I'm pretty sure there's a lot of teams that say Davante Adams has killed us over the years. Handoff, middle, Jacobs, flag. This might be holding. I'm hoping for a face mask. Usually it's holding. I'm just happy it's not roughing the passer anymore. Holding goes against Colton Miller. He's going to back him up here a little bit. Second down and 9 coming up for the Raiders. Come on, Las Vegas. Venom Sosa says throw it to Mayer. I would love to see the ball being thrown to Mayer. Second and 9, Garoppolo, handoff, Jacobs, right side. Makes a few guys miss and basically right back to where he would have been in the first place. Third down and 4, who you going to? Renfrow had a good game last week. Obviously, you got Davante Adams. Who are you going to? And Madden Sims, recently, this has been Michael Mayer. Garoppolo looking, throws, open, caught. Renfrow.
Who else?
3rd and Renfrow for a Raiders. First down. Get those ones in Renfrow. It's saying, hey, spam those 13s. That's a big pickup right there. We needed that first down because if you get stopped there, quick 3 and out, that's a big flip of the field.
Good field position, too.
Come on, Raiders. Matthew Yoakum, Travis, LaDark Swan, Ira Jackson. I see you. Ball at the 27-yard line. Garoppolo looks, throws, short, middle of the field, caught, Mayer. Here we go, 2nd down and 3. 2nd down and 3. Come on, Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy. All right, Nation, I got a deal for you. I got 2 beers right here. 2 beers right here. $100 super chat. I'm taking down 1. And then the next person that sends in a 50, I'll take down the other. So somebody's got to have the big balls to send in a 100. And then somebody's got to have that person's back and drop a 50. Who's it going to be? First down Raiders. If you're like Mitch, I want to just have the biggest balls on this stream. 150. Let's get this thing going. First down Las Vegas. Josh McDaniels likes it. What up, MB? That's my guy right there. First down at 10. 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go here. In the first quarter of action, 0-0 is the score. Ball at the 41-yard line here. Garoppolo under center. Jacob Johnson's the fullback. Adams and Jacoby are to the left. Fake handoff to Jacobs. Garoppolo looking, throws deep. Oh. Wide open. Michael Mayer again. All the way down to the 35-yard line. Steven, 69, go to the air. It's Madden. I actually think you run the ball in Madden, don't you?
No. I'm anti-run the ball.
Okay, I will. If we ever play Madden, I will never run the ball.
Even if you're playing for money and you're trying to run the clock out.
I will not run the ball.
No. It's boring.
I don't run the ball in Madden. I'm telling you that right now. Get the 87s going for the rookie tight end, Michael Mayer. 2 catches, 33 yards. Here we go. First down at 10. Ball to 34. Handoff. Jacobs up the middle. Oh, my Lord. What a run by Jacobs. He's got 3 for 32 early on, and it's another Raiders. First down. Can't contain him. That looks like a Paul Gunther defense if I've ever seen one. He's not there anymore, but I wish he was.
Is this about to be a 95-yard drive?
Dude, I'll tell you what. I mean, these are the type of drives, though. Hang on. We got to get rid of Goodell. Somebody get rid of Goodell. I got it. See you, Goodell. These are the type of drives, though, that set the tone in a game. Like that 3rd and 4, you picking up that 3rd and 4 at your 5.
Yep.
Like, usually when that happens, touchdown coming up.
Yeah.
Like, that's a huge momentum shift. And in Madden, where it's only 8-minute quarters, even bigger.
Yeah.
It's even bigger. Also, though, are you the type of guy in Madden where it was 4th and 10 for Minnesota and you're in your own territory?
Oh,
I'm going for it. Yeah, okay. Let's make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah.
2nd down and 9. Garoppolo. Ball at the 11. Jimmy. Handoff. Jacobs. Looks like Dalvin Cook made the tackle. Who's 33?
Brian Asamoah.
Brian Asamoah from Oklahoma?
Yeah, Oklahoma.
Okay. 3rd and 5. Coming up here. Yeah, since you're a Viking fan, if you could chime in, believe me, you're more than good to.
Yeah.
3rd down and 5. Garoppolo. Shotgun. Vikings bring a little bit of a blitz here. Throws, caught. Oh. Touchdown! Seeps called it. Davante Adams. Show me those TDs and spam those 17s. Primo, Diehard, Travis, Tano, Robert, Jansen, all spamming those 17s. I mean, literally a few minutes ago, Seeps was like, Davante Adams has killed Minnesota.
Dude, his
touchdown.
His numbers are ridiculous. Madden on the field don't matter.
Here we go. Extra point is up, and it is good. Extra point is up, and 10 plays, 92 yards.
Wow.
What a drive by Jimmy Garoppolo. What a drive by this Raiders offense. I mean, they went to Mayer, they went to Renfrow, they went to Jacobs, they went to Adams. That was an absolute clinic offensively by Josh McDaniels. And I don't know how often I've said that.
And then also former Vikings legend, Daniel Carlson. I forgot about that.
Former Vikings legend. The Raiders went up against his brother earlier in the season.
Really?
I forget what team he plays for.
Yeah, I didn't even know he had a brother. Second best kicker in the league.
Go! L.A. Crash Dog! A.K.A. Gunny. Bang! Climbing Mount Raider more slowly, but surely. Let's go Raiders. Raider Nation for life. Real one for life.
Let's go.
Semper Fi. That means, who's got LA Crash Dogs back? Who's got LA Crash Dogs back?
Great name. Great name.
Oh, dude. See, here's the thing. The thing that I love about the regular season watch parties is you start to, like, learn more people. And, like, LA Crash Dog a few times last season, I mean, even this season, Jose Delgado! Even like last season at times, like LA would just pop in and he would just F shit up, man. LA on the Boot Hall of Fame. Put him on there. Put him on there. Jose Delgado, and he's another legend. Like Jose watches. Jose, how long have you been watching the show? Honest question.
Wasn't there a baseball player, Jose Delgado?
Mets legend.
Yeah, Mets legend. Yeah, I was like, that sounds so familiar.
Mets legend. Jose Delgado was one of my favorite batting stances to do.
Yeah.
When I was a kid playing wiffle ball. 3rd down and 5, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter.
And then Scheffler, I think, has my back here, Mitch.
Okay. Who's with to see Seeps break the record? I mean, Scheffler's been balls to the wall recently. Let's go Mets. That's right, Robert. 3rd and 5. Cousins looks, throws. Wasn't ready. Was that Conklin?
No, Hawkinson.
Hawkinson. So I did an interview like 3 years ago with Tyler Conklin from Central Michigan. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't make it long. I think he was number 83, though, now that I see that. And the Vikings got a punt of the way. They're just in shambles right now. Absolute shambles.
I loved Conklin, actually.
I'm actually just going to pour these in this boot. That's a lot of foam. Very foamy. We got foamy Matt right now. Foamy Matt.
Pouring it up. Pouring it up.
Foamy Matt. You like that?
You like that?
You like that from Travis McCurry. You like that?
You like that?
All right, 1st down and 10 here. Seeps, if you could handle some of the gameplay.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll handle the Raiders offense, and then when the Vikings get back out onto the field, we'll let Seeps do it. 2nd down and 9, unless you don't care if Seeps does it, and I'll take down these 2 beers. What do you guys want? You want Seeps to do the gameplay or me to do the gameplay? If Seeps does it, I do the 2 beers now. If not, I'll do the 2 beers after this Raiders drive. Nation, you pick. Jose, LA Crash Dog, you pick. Steven, I don't care. You know what? I love you. Sound like my fiance. 2nd and 9. Garoppolo throws, open cut, first down, Renfrow. Yeah, it sounds like the majority are going with Mitch. So, Seeps.
All right.
I need you to take it over here for a little bit. I got a boot to do, or half a boot.
Looks like the Raiders might put this one away here early. Go up 2 scores.
They might.
They might. Oh, we got a challenge on the field.
A Minnesota challenge.
Seeing if you got his feet in bounds here. Going to the replay.
I don't know if he did. I don't know if he did.
Ooh, I think he's out.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know if he did. The real question is, do we just make this a boot?
That is a great question.
Do we just make it a boot? Do I drink it now, or do I ask for another $50 super chat to make that a boot? Zahn, you're good, my brother. You're good. What do you guys want? If I get a $50 super chat right now, I'll make it a boot. However, I need you to go fill up one for me because I'm out. I'm seeing a lot of boots. Who's going to make me do a boot? First down and 10, Garoppolo looking. Caught Mayer. Going to be a gain of 8. Jimmy G today. Scheffler. Chef, to be honest with you, whoever sends in the 50, that'll be a jersey for...
Yeah, because that'll get us there.
We're a 50 away from Seeps putting on a jersey. Second down and 2. Garoppolo. Handoff. Jacobs, right side. Give me a first down. 3rd and inches.
What?
Oh, I don't know. What would you do here? Real life football.
QB sneak.
QB sneak?
I'm all QB
Oh, dude,
sneak.
I'm QB sneak all day.
Oh!
All right, so here's what we're going to do. Seeps, you take over the play calling.
Okay.
I'm going to go get another beer. First down, Michael Mayer, and I'll get you a Raiders jersey.
All right, let's do it.
Sounds good? Okay. I'll be right back.
All right, fellas.
Seeps has got it on lockdown.
Let's go. Here we go. Raiders are in the red zone. Might put the Vikings away here early. Go up 2 scores. Shout out to everybody who's hung out with us so far. Shout out to everybody who sent us super chat. Goes a long way here at Chat Sports. So we really do appreciate it. David's on saying, I thought Mitch said poop. No, he did not. Lord Buddy Bear says, thanks for filling in, Seeps. Buddy Bear, shout out to you. You're always showing support on other channels as well. You're a legend around here. But Garoppolo dropping back. Hits a hitch route. Bobbled. Caught again by Renfrow. It's so funny that these Madden games are so entertaining. I miss football so freaking much. And also, guys, we're 250 away now from my 4th boot. I've been actually able to kind of collect myself a little bit. I was in shambles for a little bit. Complete shambles after the back-to-back boots. Jacobs up the middle. Jump cut. On the inch-yard line. Almost a touchdown for the Raiders. Sup, Seep? How you doing? How you doing? I got my revenge on Marsh. Time for you. Oh, yeah, Borelli? I know Marsh and I like to chirp back at Raider Nation a little bit. Seeps, you need a tan? I do need a tan. I do need a tan. Fortunately, my Irish heritage doesn't really support that too much. Here we go. Here we go. On the inch-yard line, 1st and goal. My play call here is always QB sneak. Anytime it's 1 yard, have the quarterback take it under center. This is what they're going. Raiders under center. Handoff. Jacobs stuffed. Fumble. Garoppolo recovers. Oh, wow. Here we go. Here we go. You guys are typing your TDs too early. Oh, David, the man, Mr. Zahn, a legend here. I've heard so much about you, David Zahn. Shout out to you. Welcome. He says, I know booted up Mitch. That's what Mitch is doing right now. It's now we're 200 away from my next boot. 200 away from my next boot. Mitch has a boot coming your guys' way right now. It's Garoppolo under center. Fullback dive. Goes nowhere. Big time 3rd down coming up here. God, Madden. I want football to be back so bad. I can't wait for this game in real life, guys. You guys know I'm a big time Vikes fan. Raiders, Vikings, December 10th. Later on in the year, who knows? Maybe this game will have playoff implications as well. But David's on. Shout out to you. Send in that 50. You're my man. Here we go. Garoppolo dropping back. Looking over the middle of the field. Got a clean pocket. To his left. Throws it away. Going to be 4th down. Raiders probably going to settle for 3 as we have the jersey, everybody. Mitchell Renz is back in the studio. David's on, and that boot is coming your way. That boot is coming your way. Then we also had LA Crash Dog, best name in the game. Said, because I work nights, now in my retirement, I am usually sleeping and can only drop in at the end of shows, if at all. Otherwise, I would always be here with the nation during the lives. Thanks for joining us today. It's been a ton of fun hanging out with y'all. So Raiders take a 10-7 10-0 lead here over the Minnesota Vikings. Shutting out the Vikings so far.
I mean, so far so good. 10-0. Obviously, you get down to the 1 yard line, you're hoping that you can score, but you know, it is what it is here. All right, Steve, you put on that jersey real quick. Push me full or just up here a little bit. What I want you guys to do right now, I got to take down a boot here. If you want to shout out here on the Raiders Report, I did just see my dad in the chat. So if you guys want to spam Papa Renz, I'll give you a shout out. Taken down. Got out to about like the 17. Out to about the 17. I got my boot right here. What up, AP? What up, MB? What up, Venom? You know, I always appreciate Venom. Always tells me to breathe. John Borelli, JJ Wiggly, Shav, Oso, Rick. We got Travis, Vic Sacramento, Juan Hernandez, Palak, Shav. Keep them coming right now. Seeps, if you could walk people through exactly what is happening right now. Caught. Fumble! Recovered by the Raiders! Divine Deablo! Turnover chain! What a disaster for KJ Osborne. I mean, this is a Minnesota Vikings game, though. They're the better team. They're 8-4, and it's just shambles. However, if you think that this game's even kind of over, you're wrong.
That's awesome.
Raiders also get ball to start the half.
I'm excited for the actual game in real life.
Yeah.
Because both teams play close games, chaotic games. This is guaranteed to be last second.
This is going to be a heartbreaker.
Zam rocking Mr. Sheffy.
Booth review.
Ooh.
All right, give some shout-outs if you could to people spamming Papa Renz. I got to take down a boot. He might have been down.
Might have been down. Here we go, Mitch, it's boot time. That's tight. That's tight. Papa Renz in the chat. Shout out to Mr. Renz. Robert Jansen saying 17-0 would put me in therapy. Yeah, we'll see if the Raiders can take advantage here. Borelli saying it's chef time. AP saying, Seeps, you are a Raider now. As then John Scheffler, as I put the jersey on, he had to take advantage. And I will go fill up my boot. And I'm going for the record right now. I'm putting Rolly and Trace in the dust.
I got to take off this chain. First down at 10 for Kirk Cousins. Going to drop back, look, throws, right, caught. He's going to take it down. It's going to be a gain of about 9.
Jordan Addison.
John Scheffler. Bang!
Let's go.
If you don't spam John Scheffler, you eat corn the long way. 2nd and 1, handoff, middle. Madison going to pick up first down there. 3 carries for 13 yards. So, Seeps, you got to get it to the tippy to go 4.1, unless you're confident you can do 5. Two-minute warning, 10-0. Scott Matz, Venom Sosa, Raider Sancho. Mr. Scheffler, man, is really making a name for himself in this month of July. Holy shit. Mr. Scheffler. 2nd down and 4 coming up. 2nd down and 4. John Scheffler. This one's for you, man. Real man of the genius. Scheffler's a real one. No doubt. 2nd and 4. Cousins looks, throws, hit. And he completes it for a first down. I mean, the Raiders got some pressure there, but not good enough. Oh, I can tell, Chef. And I tell you, Chef reminds me of Wild One. When Wild One first came onto the scene, it was like mayhem. And Chef right now is all about the mayhem. All about the mayhem. Here we go. First down at 10. Ball at the 38-yard line. Cousins, empty back set, pressured, scrambles, throws, caught, Osborne. And the Vikings are going to call timeout here. So they got 2 timeouts remaining. The Raiders get ball to start the second half. I'm kind of interested to see how this happens. I mean, LA Crash Dog says Chef for Mount Raidermore. Things I look for Mount Raidermore, people who watch all the time, check. People who buy things for other people, check. And people who like to make our lives hell, check. But most importantly, they show what Raider Nation's all about. 2nd and 3, Cousins, deep shot. Incomplete. 3rd and 3. This is huge. Now, I'll tell you this right now. If I'm Minnesota, real life game, I'm thinking 4-down territory no matter what. Now, in Madden, they kick deep field goals. Are you running it here, or are you going to pass?
I was just going to say, I would think about maybe running it.
Cousins under center. That's too easy. I mean, that's the only thing, right? Where I'm always like 3rd down and 3, and the Vikings have the same thing that the Raiders do. I think right now, if you asked 100 NFL fans who's the best receiver in the NFL, I think 90 of those fans either say Davante Adams or Justin Jefferson.
Oh, yeah.
Like bias out of it, not like your favorite team.
Yes.
Davante Adams, Justin Jefferson, where I'm always like, in those situations, it's coming to you.
Yeah, get open.
As soon as you go up here and when you put your foot in the ground, I'm throwing it to whatever spot that you're going.
That's why I'm so excited to watch this game in real life.
Ball to 25. Cousins drops back, looks, throws, caught. And it's Jefferson again. I mean, it's just his ability. Like, I think one of my favorite things that Jefferson does is the angles he creates to get in front of the defender where, he doesn't move like a normal human being, right? So, like, if he's doing a back route, like he runs, puts his feet in the ground, most people, he just totally cuts off the angle to the corner.
He stacks them very well.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, his precision to cut off angles where, when you're at this level, and that's what Davante does. Yeah. Like, Davante's ankles, I always say, look at Davante's ankles. They don't move like normal ankles. Throws, caught, touchdown. There it is. There's the guy. Justin Jefferson.
There's the gritty.
And he hits the gritty. I mean, that's a huge drive there by Minnesota. You go from fumbling the football, where the Raiders had a chance to make this a 17-0 game, and now it's 10-17. I'm pretty sure Jefferson just stole a touchdown from some guy, though.
Yeah,
I don't know who number 3 is, but he's heartbroken.
That's Jordan Addison.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here comes the point after. Kick is up. Kick is good. 10-7. So far, the 2 touchdown drives in today's game, both 10 plays.
Oh, yeah. And
Another
both
10.
by the 2 best receivers in football.
How about this? Who's the better receiver? Davante Adams, type DA. Justin Jefferson, type JJ. Sips going for 5. Scheffler, I think, has had a few too many sips. You all right out there, Seeps?
Oh, we're chilling.
You all right out there, Chef? I hate to break it to you. I see nothing but DAs. It's probably the wrong chat to ask. But I'm also going to go with Davante Adams. I think the real question always is, and it's going to be a return here at the 2-yard line by Tre Tucker. Oh, made a guy miss. Down at like the 22. If I'm the Raiders here, I throw one deep.
Yeah.
Throw one deep, try to get a pass interference call. If you don't get it, whatever, is what it is. But I think the real question is, if you got to win one game, who's the receiver do you want? I still think people probably say Davante Adams. Now, a Vikings fan might not. But who's the receiver I want in the next 3 years? That's where I actually think I'll probably go Justin Jefferson. Handoff, Jacobs. 3 seconds left, call timeout.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man. I mean, you get to the 40-yard line, you got a chance for a Hail Mary. I don't like that. The fact that Jacobs was running like this kind of told me everything I needed to know, but I don't like it. We got 400 people watching right now. 400 people. It's an impressive number. Not going to lie to y'all. And here's the thing that I want to do. So Seeps has already done, about to do 4 boots. He's about to do 4 boots. Good luck. He says he's ready. We'll see. Oh, dude. Good luck. So it's the official halftime show presented by John Scheffler, LA Crash Dog, and Patrick B. And all the other crazy mother effers that sent in a 100 today. But I think Scheffler has earned the right. Tri-Van as well. He's had a hell of a show.
Also, I do want to say this. Shout out to Scheffler. Great number. Best athlete of all time right here.
Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson. 34. I think Bo might be one of my favorite Raiders of all time. Also, one of my best friends in college and the catcher on my team. Rock 34. So 34 is one of my favorite numbers. A lot of 4s up here right now. A lot of 4s up here right now. Huh? And number 4. I didn't even think of that. All right. So this is going to be boot number 4. You ready? This is nuts. This is nuts. I'll make you guys a deal right now because I don't think Wild One's in today's show. I don't see him in the chat. Anybody out there that has a jersey? Anybody out there that has a jersey? I'm a big, I'd rather put the jersey on and you send it in type of thing, but we got to make a deal. If you have a jersey from the Raiders report and you want me to wear it for the remainder of the game, type me down below. Type me down below. I'll make the deal. I'll go put the jersey on. $100 super chat for a boot. I'm down to get down. Seeps is killing it, man. There's not too often on the Raiders report when somebody, Brandon, you got yourself a deal. Brandon Jasper, you got yourself a deal. I got to make sure he's okay.
4 of them. Raiders fan, you remember that? 4 of them?
4? No. I'm trying not to remember that. I think he had 4 catches that game for 25 yards and 4 touchdowns. That was a nightmare of a game. He did that on purpose. Oh, dude, Seeps is hanging right now. I think he might actually get 5. I'm telling you this right now. Mark my words. Whatever Seeps does today,
Ooh.
I will beat tomorrow.
I don't want to get too full of myself, but when I went to the bathroom, that changed the whole day right there. It opened it up.
I looked at your eyes and I could tell.
It opened it up. I don't think I've had that much liquid come out of me ever.
Yeah, I mean, I saw your eyeballs.
Dude, you should have saw him 2 minutes before that.
I saw your eyeballs and I was like, holy shit. What just happened in that bathroom?
Yep, it was something.
Cleaning ladies, no bueno.
No bueno.
No bueno. Seeps, mini props. I mean, I'll tell you this. You got 4 boots down. 4 boots down, that's 12 beers. I mean, I don't care who you are out there, that's tough. Like, I've done 2 boots today, and I feel pretty good right now. Now, I ate a little bit. We got tacos today at work, so we got a lot of food to go. Here's the thing, Seeps. I need you to hold it down. I'm gonna go get my Def Jasper jersey.
Do it.
I'm gonna go get my Def Jasper jersey. Brandon, you know the deal when I get back.
Let's go, Brandon. Big second half here, 10-7. Looks like the Raiders are going to run away with it. Vikings late touchdown at the end of the first half. Vikings kicking off to the Raiders right now. Shout out to Scheffler. Love the jersey. Love the number. Bo Jackson, one of my favorite athletes of all time. I think he's the best athlete of all time. You throw on his highlight there, absolutely ridiculous. How you feeling, buddy? You know what, guys? I'm feeling good. I feel loose right now. We'll see if I have another one in me. Maybe if one of you guys, entices me a little bit, maybe we could get number 5. But however many boots I do today, I'm already starting to trip up over my words. Here we go. However many boots I do today, Mitch is doing that tomorrow. I am 4 boots deep. Yeah, exactly. What is one more boot? I've already done 4. What's one more? How you feeling? We're feeling good. There we go. Jake, a little better. Here we go. Josh Jacobs. He's got his X Factor lit up right now. McDaniel should run this football. Little play action. Garoppolo rolling out. What a pass. I think that's fumble. Vikings get the football. Uh-oh, this could be shambles mode in Las Vegas. Brian Asamoah. Here we go. Who was that fumbled? I think that was Michael Mayer. Let's go. Oh no, Raiders fans. Oh no. Here we go. We got a game here. I knew this game was going to get crazy. Vikings are the NFC version of the Raiders in terms of games they play. It always comes down to the end. Always the craziest game. Let's go. Austin Hooper fumbled it. Kirk runs like a girl. Yeah, a little bit, bro. I mean, I don't blame you at all for thinking that. I kind of agree. Here we go. Kirk shotgun running back to the left. Going to go inside zone. The Madison has a crease. Ran right into a Raiders defender as Deablo is hurt. Yeah, Borelli. Kirk, it's so funny. Like, I don't know how Raiders fans, honest opinion, like, how does like how does a non-Viking fan view Kirk Cousins? Because like obviously all I get is just all Vikings fans, but like how do you guys view Kirk? Like if Kirk was traded to the Raiders in some crazy universe, like how would you feel? Because he's a talented quarterback. Like he puts up ridiculous numbers, but it's always when the lights are the brightest. I mean, everybody knows the story around Kirk. Mid, yeah, Johnny, I'm with you. He's decent from Sammy. As Kirk's dropping back, dude in his face, takes the check down to Madison. Going to be a big-time 3rd down for the Raiders here. Get those 3s in the chat. He's a worse Derek Carr. Okay, I think he's got more arm talent than Carr. Tier 2 quarterback. Kirk has grown on me. I don't know if you guys have watched the Netflix documentary yet, but Kirk's grown on me a little bit. This is a big-time 3rd down in this game. Big-time 3rd down. Kirk shotgun, drops back, 4-man pressure. Tons of time in the pocket. Takes the check down. Classic Kirk. Am I right? Classic Kirk. Lexus in the chat. He would never be a Raider. Yeah. Don't think he would be. Trying to get the freaking burps coming. I don't know how Jeremy does all these foods, man. I'm like trying to keep it together, but this is not the Vikings page. It is not a Vikings page. Here we go. We're going to attempt the field goal here. Kicking it from the logo. It is up. I don't even know if he made it. I think he made it. As a Vikings fan, how do you see Jimmy G? No, he shanked it. Oh, my God. Way to go, Greg Joseph. Way to go. How do I view Jimmy G? Similar as Kirk. Like, very similar, kind of like that tier 2 quarterback. I think Jimmy G's just kind of benefited from having a tremendous roster around him in San Francisco. But I will say Jimmy G's one of those guys, like, he's a foxhole guy. Like, I'd want to go to war with him. I'd want to, like, just be on his team. Like, I'd love to be in a huddle, and Jimmy G's the dude calling plays. So, Scheffler, $2 super chat. He's saying he's just like Carr, maybe a little more ability. Yeah, Kirk's similar to Carr. I think Kirk's better, but similar like that tier 2 type of quarterback. So you missed it, Mitch. Austin Hooper, second player of the first half, fumbles. Okay. Gets a catch, fumbles. Greg Joseph, or Vikings go kind of 3 and out at midfield, misses a field goal. And that's where we are.
I don't think Cousins and Carr are like the same tier, and like the idea where I do think Cousins is a better quarterback than DC.
Yeah.
Where I think Carr is more like in that third tier quarterback group with like Garoppolo and all those type of guys. Where Cousins, I don't even know if it's like the third tier. I think there's your elite quarterbacks.
Yeah.
There's your borderline top 10, which is kind of where Cousins to me fits in that group. And then there's like 10 QBs that are in tier 3 to me, which is like Jimmy G, Derek Carr.
Tannehill.
It's those type of guys. Caught, first down, Davante Adams. First down, Davante Adams. Also, Scheffler's got a nice little streak going right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last 5 super chats have come in from Mr. John Scheffler. He's going for Raider more, and I respect the hell out of it. I really do. I respect the hell out of it. First down and 10. 10-7. What was funny is everybody sent in high scores. Like,
I know.
It's going to be a shootout. The more I'm learning from these Madden sims, though, another handoff here by Jacobs. Breaks the tackle. Second down and 5. 13 for 80. The more and more I see for these Madden sims, it's like everybody scores early in the game, and there's not a lot of scoring after that.
Yeah.
For the Raiders, at least.
And especially the 2 drives being 10-play drives just killed.
That kills clock. Yeah, that's a clock killer. Second and 5, Garoppolo. Looking.
Uh-oh.
Shot. Deep.
Oh,
I thought he was going to have it. I thought he had it. That's a backbreaker. That's a backbreaker. Third down and 5. 10-7 is the score. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Jimmy G. See, I'm looking at this as 4 down territory. He's got Renfrow.
good ball.
First down, Hunter. First down, Renfrow. Garoppolo today has found Renfrow in some pretty clutch situations, especially to pick up those first down. 4 catches, 45 yards. Like, this is a tight window. But that's knowing that your slot receiver is on a linebacker. He's not going to be able to get his head turned around. And a really clutch first down right there. Venom says the fro. Diehard Raider fans spamming 13. Sean also spamming 13. First down and 10. Ball at the 23-yard line. 3 minutes and 57 seconds to go. Jimmy G is going to drop back. Throws. Really ugly throw. He like jumped through that one. I don't know who the hell that was going to. No idea. Here we go. 10-7 is the score. 3 minutes, 53 seconds to go here in this ball game. Come on, Jimmy. 3 to the left. Ooh. Tight end, hand in the dirt. First down, Jacoby Myers. Garoppolo, 13-16. And a touchdown. Michael Mayer had his hand on the dirt there. Lined up on the right side. Wide receiver spread out far to the left. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Make sure those notifications are turned on. That way you never miss anything going on around the Raiders. All right, here we go. 440 people watching. Handoff. Zamir White. I don't know why they keep doing that in Madden. They bring in Zamir so often, like first down and 10.
Really?
So often. Scheffler, even though Seeps, so it's SIEP, is on the New York channels, he's still a real one. Hey, you're getting some love from Scheffler. That's big time stuff. Garoppolo drops back, gets rocked. Touchdown!
Oh!
Touchdown! Davante Adams!
Wow.
I mean, Garoppolo took a lick.
Hell of a play.
Hell of a play all around there by Adams, by Garoppolo. I mean, that's just Davante saying, I'm better than you. Give me that football.
2 touchdowns today.
Give me that football. 2 touchdowns for number 17, which now makes it 17-7. 7 after the extra point. 2 minutes and 44 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Raiders up 10.
Oh, has there been a missed extra point in a
No.
game? No, there hasn't.
Have yet to see a missed extra point. And Seeps, another 10-play touchdown drive.
Oh!
Jesper! Bang!
Let's go.
Just a reminder that my score was 20-10.
Ooh.
And a friendly reminder for locals for the best content, personal interaction. Hey, if y'all don't already know, go live. Monday I'm going to be live. Wednesday I'm going to be live. RaidersReport.locals.com.
He does.
Kurt does need to step it up. This is a really nice return. All the way out. The Ham?
Kene Wangu.
Oh, Kene.
Yeah.
I like myself some Kene. Ham's what, the fullback?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
CJ.
He's what, a 5th round pick, Kene?
Kene? 5th or 6th?
I don't remember. I remember I did a Viking show like 2 years ago. Or I think it was last year. I had to fill in for you. I think you weren't there for one day. I had talked about Kene.
Kene, tough name.
That's a tough one. No, that's why I remember it.
Kene Wangu.
Ball to 26. Here we go. Spam Brandon Jasper down below. End around to Justin Jefferson. Seeps, I need you to give some shout-outs here to every single person that spams Brandon Jasper. Or if you want to spam Def Jasper or number 53, I'm all about it. If you want to spam, what's BJ? I don't know what that is. Oh, Brandon Jasper. If you guys love yourself a good BJ from Brandon Jasper, pause, spam it down below.
Hell yeah.
You take it over, give some shout-outs. I got a boot to do.
Shout out to Raider Muerte, Jake Girldad, Peters, Tommy Mucky as the Vikings pick up a first down to TJ Hawkinson. Ryan Robinson typing BJ. Zalesbo typing Jasper in the chat. Venom typing hell yeah BJ. Aggressive Master Raider is typing Brandon Jasper. Aggressive Master Raider.
It got me again.
That is hilarious.
So Dre said that earlier in the week, and I laughed so hard. Giggity. There's aggressive Master Raider, and then there's my Vibrator. They might be my 2 favorite names out there. You guys got me again.
That is hilarious. Venom Sosa saying LMAO. Shout out to you, Venom. Careful with those BJs, guys. What do you mean, Gio? What do you mean by that, Gio? Hey, Papa, coming in from R-Dog. What's up, R-Dog? How you doing? Ain't no way. Saying Brandon Jasper. He said, same here, 20-10. Creative fans. Yeah, Raider Nation, a bunch of creative minds over there. Man, taking it down.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's tough sledding. Thanks, Venom. 2nd and 1, handoff. No, Cousins looks. First down. That's a really good tackle there. I think that was by Marcus Peters.
Good game by Peters, man.
Is that Peters? That's a big stop. If he misses that, that's a gain of like.
That's a house call, man.
No, like 15, 20. He said house call. Maybe. All right, third quarter of action here. Addison, 2 for 22 today. 49 seconds to go here in today's game. First down at 10, Cousins. Ball at the 37-yard line. High snap, Cousins throws, caught. Osborne, he's going to get about 8 yards. Cousins today, 16-21, 141, and a touchdown.
Not as high scoring as we thought, but the offenses are moving the ball.
I mean, it's been 3 very long drives.
Yeah, and this is making it 4.
Yeah, I mean, another very long drive. Final play here, the third quarter. Unless Cousins doesn't get it off in time. 2nd down and 2, fake handoff.
Uh-oh.
Tyree Wilson! What a play by the rookie! Get the Tyrees going! Get the Tyrees going! I mean, that's a fake handoff. I mean, if you're a quarterback,
it's gotta be the
I mean, Kirk Cousins, I already know. He's going to be complaining about his ribs after that one. I mean, that's got to be a horrible feeling, though. You fake hand it off to a running back, and you're here, and you look to the corner of your eye, and there is the number 7 overall pick barreling down at you.
Yep.
I'm good.
6'6", 270.
Oh, he's a monster. 3rd and 10, Kirk, back foot, throws it up.
Oh, my God.
Did he catch that?
Wow. T.J. Hawkinson.
You got to challenge that.
Holy cow.
You got to challenge that. I don't know, man. Kirk, back foot. This is on Marcus Peters. Like, this is an incredible play.
Oh, my God.
I mean, did he get his...
Oh, my God.
He got his feet in. That's a touchdown, Vikings.
See, I'm telling you, Vikings, Raiders, they play. It's going to get wild.
I mean, that might be one of the most incredible plays I've seen all year.
Holy cow.
How many plays was that drive?
Oh, jeez.
I don't know. It was up there, though.
We got a game. We got
ourselves a game. Wow. I mean, that's
what a play.
That's what's known as trusting your guy.
Yeah.
That's saying, I'm going to throw it up, and he might be able to come down with it. That's impressive. That's impressive. Patrick B., didn't we beat the Vikings in a Super Bowl? I think I remember that. Actually, I think the Vikings scored 14 in that game. I think so, right?
That was before my time.
It was way before my time. If you were alive during the Raiders' 32-14 win over the Vikings in the Super Bowl, spam me right now. Return here by Tre Tucker. He's got some room.
He's been making plays.
Takes it all the way out to the 26. What's funny is, I think the first 4 games that he was the kick returner for the Raiders, he never made it to the 20.
Really?
Chugs and I would literally do games. Will he make it to the 20? And it was 90% of the time.
Do you think he's going to be the kick returner in the week 1 for the Raiders?
I don't know. They could do Amir Abdullah, DeAndre Carter. I think that's probably the more likely scenario that they end up going with.
Yeah.
But never know. Diehard Raider fan says me. Shane says I was 3 years old when it happened. Wow. That's wild. 2nd down and 7. Jacobs today, 14 for 83. It is the 4th quarter of action. I should remind all of y'all of that. 17-14 is the score. And I've done 3 boots today. And I really only got 1 more in me. I didn't eat enough food to do anything more than that. So here's going to be my final deal. First down, Michael Mayer. Here's my final deal of the day. We are 500 away from Seeps and I doing a boot race. If you just want Seeps to do a boot, we're 250 away. 250 away from Seeps trying to do 5 boots, which means tomorrow I got to do 5 boots.
Yeah. And keyword there, try.
I mean, that's me eating a pizza before the show starts. First down and 10, fake handoff, Garoppolo, throw short, caught, Jacobs. He's down, gain of about 4. 16 and 19 is Jimmy G.
We also still have the raffle going on.
We do still have the raffle. Holy shit. Every $20 super chat that we get, you're entered to win a Raiders Report jersey. So right now I'm rocking the Def Jasper. Shout out to John Scheffler, probably the MVP of today's show yet again. It's between him, Trivan, and Patrick B. LA Crash Dog's been a legend too. Brandon's been showing out. If you send in a $20 super chat at the very end of today's show, we're going to be giving away a Raiders Report jersey, just like I got this right now. The Raiders Report audience, bunch of old dudes. You say that, Michael Hyde, and it's funny. The majority of the people that watch my show, cool part about YouTube, you can see your demographics. What a run by Jacobs. First down. 3rd and 3. I didn't like the call, but he broke the tackle and picked up a huge first down there. I mean, look at this. For you to have a spin out of that, that's clutch. Big time stuff. I mean, I would say the majority of people that watch the show are actually between the age of 25 to 34, and then it's 35 to 44. So YouTube gives us the analytics of all those numbers, and that's our biggest audience, 25 to 44, surprisingly enough. And then it's 45 to like 55 is our next biggest. Handoff, Jacobs, 2nd down and 7. All right, let's play a game. How old are you? I'm 30 years old, which sounds old. Seeps is 24?
23 still.
23, F me. 2nd down and 7. Holy shit, to be 23 again. Fake handoff, Garoppolo looking, throws, got a guy! I don't know if he got his feet. Oh my God, Garoppolo missed him.
Wow.
Misses Davante. He missed him. Juan Hernandez, 31. Zalesbo, 50. Honestly, Zalesbo, I would have never guessed that. I met Zalesbo at an event at the Jermaine Illuminor wing eating contest. I would have said low 40s. 3rd and 7. Garoppolo looking back. Caught!
God!
What a catch! Jakobi Meyers. That's better. That might have been just as good as the Kirk Cousins back to Hawkinson. 1st down and goal. What a horrible throw by Garoppolo. What a catch by Jakobi Meyers. You're too small.
Oh my God.
You're too small. 1st and goal.
Wow.
Borelli, what do you mean I'm 24, big dog? Oh, I know. Garoppolo's thrown 60-yarders in this season. Garoppolo under center, pitch. Zamir
What a terrible play!
I don't know why the Raiders in this game, if they get within 5, seriously, if they're 1st and goal, they bring in Zamir White.
Yeah.
He's got 2 carries for -6 yards, for the love of God. Borelli's 24. Your secret's safe with me, big dog.
This is a big 2 plays.
But
right
that's prime time Josh McDaniels. The thing that I just get pissed off. He overcomplicates the simple. That's what he does.
You're on the inch.
You're on the inch, and now we're at the 7. Handoff, Jacobs. So all you do this entire drive is throw the ball. 1st down and goal at the 1. Yeah, let's run it.
Why not run it up the gut like that on 1st down?
Oh, run up the gut's totally different.
Yeah.
Let's run a pitch to Zamir. 3rd down and goal. The only thing that would have been better is a screen to Amir Abdullah. 3rd and goal, Garoppolo. 3 minutes left here. Jacobs is the running back. Oh, this is Michael Mayer territory. I can feel it. Garoppolo looking, throws.
Wow.
His 3rd touchdown of the day. Seeps called it. Seeps earlier in this show said, Davante Adams kills Minnesota. Not 1, not 2, but 3 touchdowns for Davante.
He's got all 3 of them?
All 3. I can promise you this to the defense.
How many for the season?
For the season? Oh, he's got to be up there, yeah. He probably has just as many touchdowns as Garoppolo has interceptions. Jimmy G's got a lot of picks this season. Carlson ready to kick the extra point against his former team. Kick is up. Kick is good. 24-14 and another 10-play plus drive.
Yep.
That's a big one. See, Minnesota's got 3 timeouts. I'll take the Vikings, though. It's been a pretty sloppy game from them. Like this is like a come down to earth game for Minnesota. No doubt about it. Davante Adams, huge touchdown there. Huge touchdown. All 3 of them. Oh, Christ. I tell you what, that boot's hitting me.
Yeah.
My eyes are usually closed, and I don't even know if they're open anymore. Oh, he's going to take it out of the end zone. What are you doing is right. I love it, though. 1st down and 10 coming up. So if you're the Vikings, you got all 3 of your timeouts, and you got the 2-minute warning. If I'm Minnesota here, I'm trying to get a field goal before the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, as fast as you can. Go get 3.
As fast as you possibly can, and then you try to get the onside kick.
This would be very Vikings-Raider fashion if somehow this became a game.
If I'm Minnesota here, I'm kicking that field goal before the 2-minute warning.
Yep.
That's what I'm doing. I'm kicking that field goal before the 2-minute warning, and then I'm either hoping, if I get it before the 2-minute warning, hope my defense gets a stop, or I get the onside kick. Kirk, he might use up all 2 minutes here. Throws it deep. Double coverage.
Back foot. They're just slinging it.
I mean, Madden is so good at Garoppolo earlier this season threw a ball, I'm not kidding you, 65 yards. If Garoppolo throws a single ball 65 yards this season, I will go streaking through the Chat Sports office. It's never going to happen. 2nd down and 10. Oh, Crosby got some pressure there. He felt it.
Nice. Take the 1
Hawkinson.
Yep.
I don't know, though. Stepped out. Looked like the final player of the Vikings season last year. Let's get some D's in the chat. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. 3rd down and 8. I will say, as soon as this game's over, we'll put the clock on for another 5 minutes, and then I got to go. Alex is out of town. I got to take Chuck out. 3rd and 8. Cousins looks, throws, wide open. Who's that?
Jordan Adams? Oh, that was Jalen Reagor.
I think it was Reagor. 1st down and 10 for Minnesota. If I'm the Raiders, though, I'm okay. I'll let Jalen Reagor beat me, because there's a chance he probably drops that football.
Yep.
1st down and 10 for Minnesota. Tick, 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 tick. Keep letting that clock go down.
Where's the sense of urgency from the guys? We're huddling up. Come on.
I love the huddle. Great job, Kirk. 1st down and 10. Probably the final play before the 2-minute warning here. This is a disaster.
Uh-oh.
That's a screen. They're trying to set it up. Not going to be able to get it.
Who was that?
That's
55 was all over there.
Chandler Jones, Maxx Crosby. But luckily for them, though, they will get another play before the 2-minute warning here. What do? Who are you going to? You going to Justin?
You go to 18.
You just throw one up?
4th and 18 in Buffalo. Throw it up.
I mean, I'm a little bit nervous right now. I don't know who's on Justin Jefferson, but it's not one of the Raiders' better players. That was Marcus Peters made the tackle, but earlier to start that, it looked like Isaiah Pola-Mao, the UDFA from USC last season, was on him. 2-minute warning, minute 58 here. Ball's at the 37. Where are you starting to think we got to kick a field goal?
That's what I'm thinking.
Cousins looks. Another one. Just throws it up to Justin Jefferson. Imagine Kirk Cousins crossbody. 40 yards. What is going on? I love it. Primo says send it. 2nd down and 10. Cousins. Ball at the 38. Looks. Still looking. Wow, Crosby's getting bullied here a little bit. Brian O'Neill's, I think, somebody needs to. That's a lawsuit.
That is a lawsuit.
That's a lawsuit. 1:41 to go.
That was hilarious.
I mean, what was that? I mean, if you're the Vikings, I mean, I get this is a bomb of field goal. Who's their field goal? Who's their kicker?
Greg Joseph.
Can he make it from here?
Yeah, he's got a hell of a leg. He hit a 61-yard.
Oh, Greg the leg. Yeah, what am I talking about? That's Zerloin. Cousins looks. First, he stayed in bounds.
KJ.
You got to call timeout here. I think you call timeout, kick field goal.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter what,
I'd spike it, kick a field goal. Then you keep 3 timeouts and you get the ball back.
Fair enough. And then if you don't get it, if you had all 3 of your timeouts, would you try to get a stop on defense? Because if you get a field goal, Cousins looks, throws, caught. Probably got to clock it here. They're not.
Yeah, well, let's huddle up.
24-14. I'll say Madden, it's not always right. They're probably still in no huddle. They're just showing I don't know what's happening. I mean, if this is what they're doing, this is bad.
Kirk, let's just take.
Yeah, see, they're saying it's no huddle. Madden does weird things. 1st down and 10. 50 seconds to go. Let me know who you got. LV for the Raiders. MIN for the Vikings. Throw short. That's dumb. I'll take it, though.
Good stuff, Kirk.
Choco Bear. Madden doesn't understand clock management. It's a joke. Choco Bear getting ready to have some milk later.
Milk and cookies? No cookies.
What's catnip? That's the word I'm looking for. Did they call timeout? I think they had. They had to have. I think the Vikings, Yep, first timeout taken, 31 seconds. This is just piss poor clock management.
You gave Madison red hair.
Yeah, it's just piss poor clock management, but I'm okay with it. Here we go, defense. 2nd down and 9. Cousins under center. You got to take shots to the end zone here. Cousins looks, throws. I mean, I don't know. I can promise you this would not happen in real life.
I don't know. Kirk taking a check down with game on the line.
You got to kick a field goal here. There's 13 seconds left. Like, this game's over.
Are they letting the clock run?
I have no idea what
they
they're
are
doing.
going no huddle with.
No huddle with 2 timeouts.
Right,
this is the final
game.
play of the game. This might have been the worst clock management I have ever seen. That's the ball game.
All right. Raiders win.
I'm not going to lie to y'all. That's terrible.
That was awful.
That's terrible.
What just happened?
I can't even believe that that's what Madden did. I'll take the win. Raiders go to 7-6. That's a big win. But if that happened in real life, that would be the top trending story the following day.
Like, I don't even know what you would say.
You 2 timeouts left and you lost.
Were they drunk? Like,
yes. The answer to that is yes. Scheffler said Seeps is not going to break the record. All right, Seeps. I got an offer for you right now.
what's off?
Because unfortunately, I got to go, and I know you got to go too. The offer is this. Either a $100 super chat right now.
Okay.
And Seeps does a 1 beer in the boot. So that's 4 point whatever. $200 super chat, another beer.
2.
$300 super chat, it's a full boot. Puts them at 5.
Okay.
If we don't get anything in the next 5 minutes, you just got to pour a little bit into that boot to get you to 4.1.
Get the record. I like it.
To get the record. The clock is going, starting now.
And also the raffle.
Also the raffle. So we got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And then we'll do the raffle, and then we'll do the boot. Alex, she's got work today. I'm all by myself for the next tonight, tomorrow night, and then she comes back on Saturday. So I got to be on Chuck duty. Usually she handles Chuck when I do these late shows, but he's been alone since like 10 o'clock, so we're getting close to 8 hours here. I got to get home to hold Chuck. Hopefully you guys understand. Tre'von spamming raffle. Here, I'll give you if he doesn't get anything, 4.1. We got 5 minutes to go. You know what? Let's do the raffle now.
All right, let's do it.
We're going to do the raffle right now. Final opportunity, $20 super chat. Your name on the wheel. You can show them the wheel real quick. If you don't see your name, call it out. That way we can double check. Is Brandon Jasper on there? He is.
Here we go.
All right, real quick. Brandon Jasper on there. Scheffler on there. Zahn.
No Zahn.
I don't see Zahn. So add Zahn. I see Lost. Cool. Jose Delgado.
Oh!
John Scheffler! Bang! But wait! Tre'von! Bang! Which means we are 100 away from 5 boot seeps.
This is like, it's like a marathon.
I'm actually impressed how well you're doing right now. We ate enough food beforehand. Now I told Seeps eat, but you're still doing this very well.
So when I came back from the bathroom, we kind of slowed down for a little bit. That was huge.
The bathroom break, I could tell.
That was halftime for me.
That was
big.
Now
we're in the second half, and now it's the fourth quarter. Put those 4s up.
Wow.
All right, let's go.
We got to add him to the Boot Hall of Fame. Hang on a second here. Got to add Tre'von.
Ooh.
And we got to add Chef.
Oh! My man came through.
John Borelli! Bang!
Let's go, Borelli.
I'll tell you this.
Borelli. John Borelli.
I don't know how I'm going to do this tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know how you're going to do it.
I might have bit off more than I could chew. But we're going to try to chew it. We're going to try to chew it.
This might be a slow boot, but I got you guys.
6 boots tomorrow on the Raiders report. By me.
That's going to be fun.
I got Rolly tomorrow, though.
Maybe Rolly would try to break my record. Who knows?
I'll be honest.
He's a competitive spirit.
I'll ask him. I don't think it's happening.
That I'm honestly shocked I'm here right now. So
I think the next thing that we got to do is, for the record, it's like a competitive eating contest. You can't throw up.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, I would have probably had to stop at 3. Like,
Probably.
If I can throw up.
Like I'm a big puke and rally guy.
Oh
like,
yeah, me too.
I am so good at it. I'm not proud of it, but I am very good at it. Big puke and rally guy. All right.
Me, Raider Nation.
Hey, I'm telling you what, this is impressive. Semper Fi jersey for LA Crash Dog. I respect it.
Yeah, Borelli, don't worry. Me and Marsh, we support you.
All right, so here's what I want you to do. Well, do you want the remaining drinks out there, or do you want me to pour my 3 in there?
I'll take the drinks out there.
Okay. I got... Here, we're going to get rid of this guy.
Kind of hoping this lands on me, then I get to pick somebody random in the chat.
All right, here. You go fill up that boot. That's all I got left for you, because I got to save some ammo for me. All right. Seeps is going to go fill up that boot. You want to spin it? You guys ready to spin it? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Who's going to get their own Raiders report jersey? Lost again. Lost with a big week, man. It's a big week for Lost. And I'm lost right now. I'm going to have to eat a lot more food, man. Lost with the dub. Congrats to Lost. Also, congrats to everybody that played. I know it's not everybody can win, but hey, that's why we played the game. But most importantly also, if you guys haven't, give a shout out to John Scheffler. That's what that spin there was for. If it wasn't for Chef, none of that would have been possible. Tomorrow, I got another jersey raffle giveaway. Courtesy, you guys might have heard of him before, Trivan. Trivan jersey raffle tomorrow. So if you didn't win, you got a chance to win tomorrow as well. If you didn't win, we're doing another one tomorrow. Ira says, all in fun. I'm glad you guys are good sports. That's why I love the nation, man. It's honestly, there's nothing more that I like to do than hang out with all y'all. Borelli, Chef, my vote for Mount Raidermore. That's a big one. You got one vote, man. You got one vote for Chef. Now, the way that we have Mount Raidermore right now, the way that I'll say for the 2023 season, Sergio Roscoe Raider Podcast, they were a part of Mount Raidermore in 2022. They can easily get back in because they were already members. But one of the things I want to do every year, it's kind of like the Raiders season, is new roster, new roster, new roster. Mount Raidermore right now, to me, is Raider Ron, David Zahn, Trivan, Wild One, Borelli, Patrick B. 6 of them. I'll say podcast and Sergio, as soon as you guys start watching again, because it's not just about spending money. It's about people who watch the show. So that's the biggest part. Once they start watching again, they can easily get back in. No problem around it. But Scheffler right now is making a name for himself. No doubt about it. Tre'von said Rebel. Rebel's up there too. Scheffler, Rebel, no doubt about it. All right, hang on a second. I got to get rid of Chris here. See you, Chris. You ready? This is nuts, man. Elias says Scheffler gets my vote. After this boot, we're heading out of here. Number 5. Tomorrow. I know, I can't believe you're doing this. Tomorrow, I'm going to try and do 6. I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to eat an entire pizza. I'm going to eat a shit ton of food. I'm going to try it tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to happen. My stomach can expand. Like Seeps right now, he's doing what he's doing is really gross. I might have to eat 2 pizzas. Tre'von says, Met Rebel, very cool guy. There's no doubt about it. I don't know what's happening right now. You all right? You're doing this pretty well, though. Let's get some Seeps going. Let's get some Seeps going. You did well. Hey, great doing business with you today, man. And he's going to see you later, man. All right, nation. I got to go take care of Chuck. Seeps is, he's got to go as well. So from me, from Seeps, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Legendary show today. Cheers to John Scheffler, Tre'von, Borelli, Mount Raider Moore, Def Jasper, and every single person, LA Crash Dog, that participated today. And congrats to Loss for winning the jersey. From me, from Seeps, I'll be back tomorrow with Rolly. I got to get the hell out of here. Peace out. Love y'all. Go Raiders.